Good swing with the AUG. But this has become quite the problem. Isurus will not be winning this round. I'm calling it right now. Full on defuse. Sharks stick it. JNT might go down at the end of the round, but he's still claimed this one for the Sharks.
Losing the AWP there, and he's 4-16. He's not having the best of games, but that defuse picks up Sharks yet another round on the CT side. They just won't stop. They won't put it down. And I like the drop for Isurus. It's very risky, and I mean, they lose players on the way in a huge man advantage situation. But the key was, as Harry said, that hell control. Sharks could see into ramp, and even though Suplex rather had dropped B, they were able to just go back into the lobby, set up towards A, and Sharks knew that was the case. Sharks knew that Isurus were going towards A. It did obviously end in that lower bomb site, but that's why they were able to set up with 3 on that top site and get 2 as Isurus go down the vent. They took heavy casualties. Was it worth it? Well, ultimately, no. 5 rounds in a row for Sharks.
We've got ourselves a tie ball game, Hugo. And with 9 rounds to go, like you said, this got overtime written all over it.
Well, I don't know about that, because Isurus have yet to field a round, right? Like, they've got to start to come alive if that's going to be the case. Otherwise, Sharks might just sweep the floor with them.
I mean, I would be curious to see a Shark using a broom. But, honestly, I get what you mean.
This AWP got reinvested in an expensive purchase. JNT, he's holding the gap. He knows that no one's crossed either. So Leo doesn't need to dedicate down B. He's just dropped his own utility anyway. Nades going out. JNT throwing flashes for the main player who won't be making a move. Just trapped inside of the site. Isurus go back towards lobby. But they've not really sold any sort of outside control nor fake. JNT is obviously still here, yet to move. But no one else has come out to assist. No one's even playing B. They know they're not secret. And so if Isurus go for a set A piece here as they break the windows late in the round, well, Shark's going to be more than ready for this one. And so back outside for 2. Is there a bit of a maneuver in play here with the bomb going outside? Isurus faking that top site, going elsewhere. Where will this end? They're going to try and wrap main in hell. Because right now, Sharks have no reason to be anywhere but on that A site.
Oh, here comes the cross. Down they go, but Leo pushing in through Squeaky has dealt with Noxy on this flank. And this has been like a bit of a reoccurring problem here, is like these flankers just giving over kills. Now Suplex, thankfully he arrives into a site that he doesn't have any idea just how deep Isurus are, but they very, very quickly got it kind of back under control. There is still 2 here, one of those being Johnny Boy on this AWP, and now he's left in a clutch. 1v2. Does have this angle down towards the ramp, but he's pretty wide, strafed out into the open, and he doesn't know the whereabouts just yet of Exit, who is moving in.
The stage is set. From your home to the arena. We proudly support the living room champions like we do the champions of the world. Providing you with the best tools in your pursuit to be a star. Euronics, official electronics retailer of ESL Pro League.
I love that strat from Isurus, right? Great call. They actually forced JNT out of hell into A with that A fake utility, with the windows getting broken as they went down secret. So the plan worked. Again, it's kind of what Sharks had in the first half. A lot of plans that looked good but didn't quite work out, and that's the same case for Isurus, relying on the clutch that doesn't come through, and now they're right. with the smokes. They've actually gotten down here pretty early, though. Suplex is on rotation to try and meet them in this bomb site. And can he set up in time before they swing open the doors? Lucan on a flank as well of his own inside of Secret. And so Isurus, they may have control, but they are getting wrapped from every position. Key entry from Johnny. Bomb drops and Suplex puts up one. Lucan repositioning, reversive on his own. Might go back up the vent, but Lucan's watching for it. And even if he gets past him, Exit is holding his exit. He won't let him as he drops down into the vent. Sharks take 12. They just keep going. They just keep streaking together rounds, and Isurus can't stop them.
It's scary, right? Because you can see like the kind of ideas running out for Isurus, and in a weird sense, like it feels like they're now in the exact same spot that they put Sharks in that first half, where like you see the idea and like you see the reason why they're doing what they're doing, but the results just aren't there. You know, like the fights that have to go their way. Like in a round, you maybe have like 2 or 3 swing engagements out of the gate that kind of decide everything, and you need to find success in like at least one of them, really. And right now, it's like all those important gunfights, all those swing moments that direct the kind of flow of the round are just coming up in favor of the other side, and that's a horrible feeling. And like, I don't even know how you would begin to fix that, right? I think maybe having to just admit defeat on one of these occasions while you still have some rounds left and move away from this lurk player in lobby who just keeps being like, you know, a means of giving the advantage over to the opposition, right? Like, he dies, lobby control gets given over anyway, they know it's not A, so then they rotate B, right? And it's like, and you're 4 on 5, so it's like a real double-edged sword in that sense. And maybe just group 5, just try something as 5 players, try and run the gauntlet. Like, yeah, you can't do that every round. Yeah, it's not gonna work to get you 16. It can get you 1, and that's more than you've got right now.
And that's more than 0. 1 and 0, yeah, I get it. You're exactly right, Harry. Let's move right back into the action swiftly without having skipped a beat almost.
Yeah, this is why we really see the depth of this T side for Isurus, right? Do they have those wide wall of smokes? Can they work towards the garage? Can they wrap the A site? Do they smoke off J&T? This position is so regularly smoked off at the top level of play nowadays, and we haven't seen anything other than the default yard smokes. They're going back to it. 3rd round in a row that they are in a lower play, and Suplex has already rotated B as well. He's been very good at getting there in time and putting up a kill at least. They're spamming for him, but they won't connect the shots. Can they instead connect the dots? J&T is here too. Door getting swung. Suplex looking for feet. Doesn't want to overplay his hand here with his gunfight. Now he's been spotted. Now info goes the way of Isurus. He's going to try and reposition. Goes back in with a flashbang, but this is just getting stalled out. J&T finds first blood onto Johnny Boy. Lots of damage done from spammer grenades, and it continues as Deco dies in the smoke. The bomb has been planted, and Isurus are trying to get aggressive. This could be the solution, but Keiki's caught between 2 angles.
Oh, they try flash him in for the peak, but it does not work out. And so what started as a good-looking beginning here now, well, actually, it's gone all right suddenly, right? Noxy and Reversive putting up 2 between them. Trade is given over, and that's it. It gets stripped away. Just enough time for that defuse. Sharks onto 13.
That's like every round, isn't it? It's like, oh, Isurus, they're about to do it. They're in control. And then Sharks just go bang, bang, and the round's over. It's like, okay.
And it really is just like bang, bang. It's like just one skirmish, and everybody's fought at one time, and everyone's eliminated. Then the round's over. It's a pretty bizarre, almost surreal end to these rounds sometimes. But with 13 on the board, you know the Sharks are feeling good now after they picked that one up. Money's still there for Isurus. The other Sharks, as we'll call them.
J&T continuing to AWP. Smokes or not. Back in hell. Isurus, they'll run the gauntlet. They'll do it again and again and again until it works. And maybe till the game ends, because right now it ain't working as they send players towards B. J&T spams, looking for luck, looking for the lotto ticket, but nothing connecting. Lucan's fallen down the vent as well, safely and silently. He's going to catch Keiki in a 1v1 who was ahead of his team, making noise as his team snuck behind, right? So Isurus trying to give away different information. Lucan goes back up, and Nox is holding for it. That's a good position for him. The lobby lurk finally comes up top trumps, but Exit does trade, and now Isurus just have to give up the trap card, run towards B, make all the noise. It does mean they have a bomb plant available if they go now, as the flashes come in to try and buy time. They will get out the door. Deco with a plant. It's an open one as well for all the positions. You will have to swing out of decon, though, which is where Isurus is still remaining. And these ramp retakes have been the bread and butter for Sharks every single round.
I mean, how could this go wrong for Isurus? That's a good flash. Deco to open it up. And he's probably like the first guy to have found success out of taking a ramp fight here for Isurus. So that 3-on-3, they'll take it. They fall back. They play passively now, but no one's watching Decon, and that just gives Leo a free bit of real estate into the site. Deco and Johnny Boy, though, they've got it close. Exit left in a 1v2, struggling to find these kills, and Johnny Boy there to put 11 on the board for Isurus. It takes them a very long while, 8 rounds in fact, but finally they get one.
Better late than never, hey? And there was the difference maker, right? There's Noxy catching it, kill on upper. That throws a bit of calamity into the mix for Sharks. And even though they get the same ramp rotates that have been winning them rounds with a late lobby or a late decon lurk in the form of Leo, Deco holds on well. Johnny does close the round this time with the AK, not the orb. And just exactly the same situations as so many previous rounds, but they go successfully for Isurus, which is all the difference in this one. Finding their first and breaking the money, right? These rounds have been close every time, coming down to 1 and 2 alive for Sharks, and so they've not exactly been building any cash. As a result, they are broke, and Isurus have bought themselves a lifeline, a chance to still make this map theirs.
Freeze time coming to an end. 13-11. Just to remind you, this is the ESL Pro League, Season 12, South America's region. An upper bracket semi, meaning we just got started with the party here. Sharks want to lasso win their map pick, but I don't know that Sharks are very good with ropes, so seem to be decent with the USPs and the P250s. How about that? Never mind. I say it all in vain. Like usual.
Yeah, revenge for Keiki is a dish best served warm, actually, with a bit of custard. And that's basically what happens towards outside. JNT, here's the footsteps. He's waited.
He knows.
Oh, they are coming his way. Now, how crazy can this get? The answer, not very.
At all.
Yeah.
In fact, I think he got the dink off, and that was it.
And even though Sharks ecoed that round fully, right, they barely invested anything. They've still not exactly got enough money to fully buy. 3 players on 3K, and so another eco. Isurus up to 13. Likely, obviously we've seen eco wins before. We saw damage in that round, but expectations are this one should equal up pretty close. Smokes outside perhaps, they could go back to them late. No rush here in a round like this. You often see teams neglect throwing outside smokes when they're against low economy because they don't want to, you know, get spammed or get a CT flashing through, pushing close with a pistol, nothing to lose.
Everything to gain, Hugo. Everything.
And what's better than everything, Trace? The answer, nothing.
Well, I mean, he was a pretty good player in 1.6 and Go, you're right. So, I mean, you might be onto something right there. Shout out one time, Jay Gilbs. The Jordan Nothing version. Only thing getting shout out around here is going to be this big garage smoke. It's going to keep J&T really kind of out of the fight and a lot of room to run here for Isurus, but they're going to be walking it.
Yeah, I like this, right? I wondered if they had the depth, that they have everything in their pocket, the wide outside smokes. They get so much more real estate here. They don't have to be scared of the aforementioned P250 smoke pushes, and they can get down B for free. Noxy getting baited, man. There's a player in the corner. He's not going to realize. Suplex, you've got to save your teammate there. You really can't afford to let your guy die. Exit is going to be molding. As now Isurus set up towards B. There's a gun picked up, but it might be worth saving for Suplex, unless he can save the day down the ramp side. He's got to kill so many as they enter B, and he'll get dropped immediately. Oh dear, that fell apart, didn't it?
Yeah, but Leo Drunky's dual Berettas is like a classic.
Oh yeah, he might get a kill here too, who knows.
witnesses have reported mysterious shadow sightings all around the city. According to experts, the origin of these shadows is still unclear.
The stage is set. From your home to the arena. We proudly support the living room champions like we do the champions of the world. Providing you with the best tools in your pursuit to be a star. Euronics, official electronics retailer of ESL Pro League.
He got several shots off I didn't think he was going to get off.
11 whole damage.
Deco's absolutely won that fight. No doubt about it. 13-13. We're back to a tie game. And as we said earlier, maybe it was just me, it smells a little bit of overtime. It's got that sort of ambiance of it. It's got that aroma of overtime.
What does overtime smell like, Trey?
What does ambiance smell like?
These are all great questions.
Where do we want to start, guys? So I was just thinking that, you know, overtime smells a little bit like microwaved mustard. And then it's hot and it can get really stinky really fast.
Okay, that's well, it's a good explanation. And Suplex, he's held down the ramp room. Oh dear.
It's a sweaty angle.
Everything about this round that could have been good has ended horribly for Isurus. But that's where Noxie is here. Gonna show us that actually it's gonna get a little better before it gets worse again.
Calm before the storm.
Yes, the calm before the storm.
It's more like the smaller storm before the bigger storm. Yeah.
One storm into another storm, creating what you might call the perfect storm. Well, and it would just, I mean, like I was saying, I just also think it could smell like if you microwaved a bunch of shrimp or prawns, and like how that might smell in your home.
I wish that like someone could draw Hugo as a prawn. Oh, is it about to be a knife? No, instead he gets up real close to knifing distance.
Let's draw Hugo as a prawn. I like that idea.
Yeah.
Personally, I think you use hashtag ESL Pro League and we ask you to draw Hugo as a little shrimp or a little prawn. Not a big one. We don't get
Not a big one, huh?
You're a little shrimp and a big prawn, all right? So that's
That's actually my my seafood order.
little shrimp and a big prawn.
With the little shrimp, it's a big prawn for Hugo here.
Oh.
Well, Sharks, they've done it, man. Isurus, they go outside smokes for like 6 rounds in a row. It finally works. They finally break the money. You get 2 anti-eco wins, and then Sharks, and then Isurus split back up, go back into defaulting, and they lose everyone immediately. Blink and you miss it. It's done. And so that is not the round they wanted. Obviously, still money remaining, but this is where it could all fall apart, and Sharks could steal their map pick away right at the end.
So you're saying there's a chance, and we're going to be taking a look at it under our microscopes. Harry, take it away.
Yeah, here we go. Garage play coming in. Lucan is in the credit card, and he's got some debts to collect here as they've wrapped past him, getting into the garage. Oh, Lucan makes a step, and that there. Now they know that he is nearby, but no one's swinging. He's gotten out of there. They've just let him leave.
I gotta go, guys. See you later.
But now maybe, to be fair, like, you know, now that they've been patient, Lucan didn't know they were in garage. He never heard them in garage. And so this position is completely unknown to Sharks. It's like it was a very big gamble, not just taking that kill while you had it. And they will get it the second time around, but they do get discovered here. And now this Heaven play can come in to split this A bomb site. This is a very weird round.
Yeah, the benefit of doing that late is they get more real estate, but the negative is the bomb has now been seen, and so Sharks know where this one is going, but knowing is only half the battle. Noxy with another entry coming out of the lobby, and Deco comes to join from main. It's the AWPs on the retakes. We know these are not the go-to guns to get back into the bomb site, especially not with cover from the left side. Noxy checked, and he misses a shot. Suplex back in with one, and he now knows there's a man on default as well, or he's about to figure it out at least. Another in Heaven playing for the bomb. JNT coming in as well from main. No gunfight's given up to him. And time is ticking for Sharks. They've got to move. If they want to give this a go, they've got to go. And they at least have a kit on JNT. Second player spotted in the Heaven. Info is there for Sharks, but they still have to move. There's the smoke down. Deco trying to pivot, trying to find something. JNT makes a scope, and Deco dodges it perfectly. Going for a blind shot, back on the bomb, and the kills come through in an instant. I don't think there's time. Very late to get back on the bomb, and it might have just cost them the round. I feel like they had that if they immediately stuck it. I don't know what happened. Maybe I'm wrong, but...
Maybe it was the shooting towards the hut. And there was just like some...
Caught them off guard, yeah. Like yeah, both kills came through at the same time. You think you've only killed one, maybe. Like that was very close though. And Isurus, hey, they'll take it, man. It's not clean, it's not comfortable. But Sharks take a little too long getting back into the site, and it will cost them 14. Let's have a look at this. Yeah, he runs back to check Heaven. JMT gets off the bomb after he gets the first kill, but his teammate saved his life. And that one bit of hesitation, that one back check, well, it will strike back, and it will check in around for Isurus. 14 all. Fast down the vent is Noxy. He gets down just about.
Yes. The Emperor might strike back.
Ooh. Suplex, he's about to get tested here as they move in. Oh, they bait the shot. That's pretty quick footwork. Suplex trying to run away.
Oh dear.
A&T on the rotation, but it's Suplex to put up the first kill. Oh, little 360 Suplex. Looking to be that fifth man in phase, and now reversive on this wraparound in through control, but he can't get it back under control as it all falls onto Keiki. They might have made a mess of this one. They say you got to do the cooking by the book, and that's not what's happened here. As Keiki moving in from the ramp room, getting wrapped by Exit, holding down exactly that, and that there is Sharks up to 15. So now, with just a force spike, it's overtime or bust here for Isurus. Bear in mind, by the way, for anyone who is just tuning in, that this was a 10-5 half in favor of Isurus, and it has been a full-on comeback here in the second half of play from the men with the gills.
The Men with the Gills, a movie debuting near you soon, surely, directed by Harry Russell, written by Hugo Byron, and nowhere in sight, myself, Trey Saranthus.
What a sick couple of kills off the AWP for Suplex, man. The fact that Noxy was even down vent and lurking B and he gets swept, I don't know, man. That was crazy. JNT going back to finish the job. Player has wrapped him, but he's got cover from Suplex, and suddenly this has fallen apart. 2 on 5. Again, when Isurus don't go behind the outside smokes, they just lose the round, it feels like, and that might be the way of the matchup. Noxy falls as well, running through the smoke. Sharks locked it in, 16-14. One hell of a comeback on their CT.
Hugo and Harry Russell, together, one muscle. Boy, are they ready to put up a fussle.
Wow. One muscle being the brain, of course, commonly known. Got big abs, even bigger brainceps.
Brainceps now.
Yeah, like biceps for the mind. We're into the action. It's Isurus on the T side, and a double opener up mid. Ult fights for Sharks, and that will left them drowning. As Exit, he's got to get them out of here. That's the utility gone. Keiki is out of the action. Deco could trade and should trade, and he won't trade. So Exit's still surviving, and Suplex coming in off of this B rotate as well. This is a very weird, very awkward round, and somehow, some way, Deco's making it happen. It's all on Suplex. Kit, armor, he's got a chance, but he's not going to kill. And, well, you need 4 of them to win the round. Isurus up 1-0.
Yes, getting off to a good start. They want to try and get us to trade. And while Sharks, they're going to do everything they can to stop them from getting there. There's one thing I'll tell you about Sharks, is that they're always on time. And I'm on about the animal here. They can smell blood in water. Do you know that?
Yeah.
That's interesting, man.
Yeah.
That's something.
They got like GPSs in their head, you know. They like map out miles of water.
Yeah, and you know
How
what?
hard could that be? It's just water, though, isn't it?
I'm just thinking, like, if there was any one animal to lag, I don't think a shark could afford to lag, because we all know that if they stop moving, then...
Yeah.
So...
They drown.
Yeah.
Imagine being a shark that dies of drowning. That's a bit sad, isn't it? Like,
well, I mean, we kind of call that, I wouldn't say Darwinism, but, you know, certainly survival of the fittest.
Yeah.
And if you were that shark that just stopped swimming and you died, well, no one's ever going to know. But, no, go ahead, the great white what?
Great white, actually, this is a fun shark fact. It's not evolved for like millions of years because it's nature's greatest predator.
wow, man, you're right. That was a fun shark fact.
Nothing funner than, you know, sharks.
You know what? Maybe we go find some fish right now to hang out with. What do you guys think?
Yeah.
Just real quick. We're just going to take a look in the little pond. Oh, look, there
Okay,
they are.
so these are sharks, right?
It's really small.
And
Really?
the smallest shark is approximately 8 inches long. Now,
Bigger than you.
ooh.
We're only like 5 foot.
Okay, here we go. It's Hugo B. Byron. What did you mean by that, good sir?
You're quite small, Harry. Yeah, you're short.
I mean, he's taller than you. I don't think that's what you meant at all. But, well, you know, we can let you kind of fester in that. And, well, this fish, well, he seems to have stopped swimming altogether. Mechanically, he seems to have broken down.
Yeah, well, you know, this just ties into my, like, worldwide conspiracy that actually all fish are battery-powered. Because I've never seen one that
Okay.
isn't actually battery.
How do you deal with the argument of batteries in water, Harry?
Well, batteries can go in water.
Have you ever put a battery in water
I mean,
yourself?
obviously, they have to be in something. You know, you aren't just throwing the naked battery in there. I don't think you're meant to put naked batteries anywhere where it's
What about in fish?
too much moisture. But if you put them in a fish that's like all wrapped up in, you know, waterproof conduits, then you're all good, aren't you? And the reason I think that is because I've only ever seen those like talking fish. You know the one that we had on the desk that
Yeah, it's
time?
right over there. It's,
Yeah, I've only ever seen
big mouth
them.
Billy Bass.
And then occasionally ones in like public pools.
The fish in public pools
Said
now.
the wrong thing.
Wow. Now that is an interesting upbringing story that you should share with potentially someone.
Harry's talking about the lake, obviously.
Okay.
Well,
The only public pool he ever swam in.
Watch out for the jellyfish, guys.
I've been stung by a weaver fish, but that's about it.
What's a weaver fish?
A basket weaver fish. So basically, it does underwater basket weaving. You guys wouldn't understand.
No, it's actually a Sagadi weaver fish. Real little alien.
Bit of an alien, yeah. Oh, you got that first.
Oh.
Anyone else been stung by a jellyfish? I have. All up my legs. Some old man tried to pee on me. I said no.
Whoa!
Those are 2 unconnected stories, but I just thought I'd say that.
They just happened to happen on the same day. Okay,
You
well.
guys thinking my day can't get any worse.
Yeah, one was
First
later in the
old man
restaurant.
tried to pee on me, and then,
Oh my
and then
God.
the jellyfish stung me.
I have
Well-
nothing to say.
Turns out that peeing myth, it's not a thing. I don't know if it actually helps. I
No,
think
it
he
doesn't.
was just a
It's
weirdo.
myth. It's a myth.
Oh dear.
So if anyone tries to pee on you, no matter what reason they give you, unless you're on fire, in which case then maybe, just maybe, it's okay. But
Maybe
let's
not.
get back into the swing of things here. Because Isurus, they're outside of the B site, and Noxie is moving in through CT spawn.
Yeah, I'd rather be carried by 6 than pissed on by 1, I think. Is the...
They say that all the time, don't they?
Yep.
Entry to B, but it's actually a flank kill to find the first and exit.
Oh, God.
Look at the low health, guys. Everyone's tagged except the one man who's not. It's all under control here at the Pro League. We got our best, our best guys on it.
Yeah, no more of that Nemo talk. I can't take you guys seriously. I can't take you anywhere, but much less seriously. Shark versus shark here. Classic CT-sided stack here towards B. Harry is actually giggling so hard that he's crying. I figured you should all know that. And Hugo's just crying. So Hakey looks like he wants to go out A apartments, and guess what? He's not going to be the only one there. All of these T's will be there. And this big stack, this big gamble of a thing over here towards B just isn't really going to see the light of day.
But will it see the dark of night, Trace? I guess we'll never know. JNT with a 10-second ninja defuse. Could happen as well. There's no one actually watching for him as well. This is kind of scary. If Reversive leaves the site, then JNT actually has a chance for this one. You have to assume Isurus exit early. And oh boy, Isurus are exiting early. JNT could 1-on-4 ninja this bomb. He needs to stick it now. He needs to get on the defuse. There's no one close, but he's tapping it. He's faking it out. Now on the stick, and he's going to go right back. Reversive should have the drop on him. There was a chance, but he missed that timing. And it will all be coming up for Isurus. That could have been unbelievable. What a play that almost happened.
Yeah, and that's what they always say about those big plays. Man, they almost happened.
Not every time, Trace. Not every time. And this is one of those times. Care to weigh in here, Harry?
Nah, man, I'm good. Thank you.
Yes.
Fast up mid for Isurus. 3-0 start, strong T-side beginning, and Sharks have a triple B. This is a great round to go for a quick A attack, as there are limited players here. Leo's going to try and get aggressive, and he does a lot of damage as well. Dink onto the second. Lucan finishing one. Noxy solo nade in his face, and Reversive from above should be able to open up this A site. 3-on-3, but 3 between 2, as Isurus are left low HP, setting Sharks up for a retake. Moments like these, it's best to take a deep breath.
Yeah, man, through the smoke as well. Noxy and Reversive, they've got 3 points of health between the two of them. I finally calmed down from my laughing fit, and Reversive, he's not going to put up much of a fight here. So Noxy, inside of this site, a lot to do. There's one, he's got 2.
The stage is set. From your home to the arena. We proudly support the living room champions like we do the champions of the world. Providing you with the best tools in your pursuit to be a star. Euronics, official electronics retailer of ESL Pro League.
health and almost the double. That would have been impressive, but would have been. Is not the thing you're looking for. As Sharks swim on by to their first round.
Yep. More R. Kelly vibes around here. We're off that.
That took me a second. And I will forget it as quick as I can. 3-1. Isurus in control, and Sharks finding their first early at least, right? Back to the triple B. Was a problem in the last, but they did win the retake, and so why not do it again? Isurus once again sped towards the A site with the open apartments. Not the most standard of routes, but we'll see what it works up for. Johnny Boy looking for the short man of Leo Drunky. Quite the head-to-head, but Leo's not giving away a lot. Tucked in the corner, 2 on A. Here's the third rotate for exit, but he's smoked off on long, mid given away, and Leo swings out to his own demise. Johnny posted, if someone pushes, he will get a free kill, but Lucan's waiting for the apps play that has come through and killed his teammate. That is not what he wanted to happen. Lucan backing up to the pit, smoking that Molotov pre-smoke, and he gets it right, but he can't hit the shot. Suplex follows up inside of A, running through the moto smoke, but they're already up and past him on short, reversing with another, and it's all down on JNT in alt mid. 3-on-1 and 3-2-1. Isurus look to make the odds better.
Yeah, I'm not a bet man, but if I was, I would say this round probably not going to go JNT's way. But on that note, it doesn't even look like he wants to try it. He's going to back away and save this M4. And they'll go into the next round, down by 3. And now we wait.
Does get away with the M4 at the very, very least, right? But Isurus already fielding a pretty decent T side, and it's maybe about to get even better here.
Is everything just funny to you, Harry? Is that...
This evening, man, it feels like it. I don't know. The way that entire conversation derailed, I can't even think about it or else I'll start crying with laughter again.
And there's really only one person we have to blame for it. The one that's being quiet right now.
That old dude.
Please.
All right, Paul.
I'm actually in pain, man. I'm actually in pain. And right now, these sharks are also wounded. And so the other sharks, they smell blood in the water.
Oh.
And they are looking for a meal. Noxy opens this up. A 5-on-4 taken.
Shark on shark crime.
Reboosted long, it didn't work on B, but why not try it again? Bit of a low econ round anyway. Keki's spalling, could get a kill here. The nade is going to bounce in the corner. And they'll fall back anyway. Re-aggression of B through the smoke. Noxy's waiting for it. He continues to spray, and he does 99 damage to Leo. Can't finish the job, though. Leo gets away with 1, but it's still come at a cost, and that cost is the A site. Sharks is fully rotating. Somewhat, I imagine, gambling, but Isurus immediately hit A, but also they know that there are guns dropped here, and so Sharks can retrieve weaponry and give it a go in the next round. This wasn't eco anyway. It's not too bad of a round to save in. Give Isurus 5-1. Again, a strong start. And even though, like, I sort of expect Isurus to win this map just off of the previous results and what we've seen so far in the series, the first map being very close, you know, we saw Isurus go up 10-5 over on Nuke and still lose it. So
you're saying there's a chance?
I'm saying take nothing for granted, Trace. Nothing is secure, nothing is safe, nothing is guaranteed.
No one is safe.
And every round is losable.
That's what they say. What do you think, Harry?
Yeah, you know, I think this is just another really, really good T side from Isurus. You know, they're and that for me is like quite relieving as well already. You know, obviously Nuke and Inferno play pretty differently, but over on the CT side there. Isurus looked really good, and then it all fell apart on the T half. Although it wouldn't surprise me if this game is kind of much to that fashion, with the T side being the favorite out of the two this time around, right? Because, like, you know, T side Inferno, if you get 2 kills in the right place, you can win the round, like that. Hear that? That was
fast.
Yeah.
Really got your point across there, Harry. Deco, he wants to prove a point up towards the top of B. JNT swinging it on the contact of his teammate, who does get out of there alive, treating past the top of Banana, or posted for Johnny. Perfect kill as Lucan comes in on long, already gone reversive, looking for the switch in middle. It's Exit hiding under Porch. Again, utility is methodical for Isurus. They showed that back on the previous map. Made into apps, won't do a whole lot. Reversive is out mid as Exit backed up into the pit. We have 2 here. It's a bit of gamble, 2-2, and you talk about those 2 kills in the right place at the right time, where they could come through here and now for Isurus as they split this A site.
Oh, Noxy catching Leo, leaving Exit down in the pit. Right now, the exits are closed. Reversive gonna back him out of the round, and that leaves Sharks having a save in a 2-on-4. Oh, this has been a very turbulent map. Not so much in the gameplay, but behind the scenes. And Hugo, I just want to say, you did a great job holding down the fort while I was crying and laughing.
We all need a cry break from time to time.
We all need a cry and a laugh and the smiles and the Johnny boy just absolutely wrecking them, isn't he?
Might be some crying in the Sharks camp. Can Sharks cry? That's a great question. Do you have the answer, though? Do animals cry? They surely, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Well, like mammals and stuff would, right? To like lubricate the eyes. And
that's why I cry too. Yeah.
To, you know, like get things out of the eyes, like dust or like nails, maybe like shivs.
Wow.
I don't know what goes in an animal's eye. Maybe if they were dealing sharkotics, then... Nice. Well, JNT. Oh dear. Boy. Naded, shot at, you name it. It happened to him. And he's continuing a pretty quiet start to this map at 0-6. That puts him 1 away from 0-7.
Beacon wants the gun. But the gun doesn't want him. Back to mid with the moto smoke down, flashes up. Leo gets aggressive and he dodges it, but looks away as they come out through mid. Exit with a spray on 2, and he can't find a third. Noxy opening up A, and once again it's clear. Isurus yet to realize that factor. They've got 3 kills on this side of the map, or 2 rather, not 3. The first was towards B, and that's why they're hesitant. But with that one coming through, now they're convinced of this A attack. Suplex through the smoke, could catch Deco. But even if he does, it's one hell of a retake and a 1-on-3. He's waiting for the fade. Deco might walk into him. Oh dear. 1 HP remaining, 9-1. Damn good start for Deco and Noxy, 12-3 on him. And yeah, you mentioned JNT going down through that top smoke at B, 0-6 right now. The heavy nade stack. Isurus, they've got some ideas on this map and they're already coming into play. What is the solution for Sharks, right? Think about how they've been taking banana control, or at least trying to, from the opening gun round. They had 3 at B, and that's how they lost it, right? Throwing lots of util, lots of mollies down banana. Now they're going to push on this pistol round. They've got Lucan on the bench. He can hold for ult. Keiki has killed a man in the apartments, and they check for him, so Lucan, not luck. And now, 5-on-3, Isurus just have to wait. Sharks will likely get them more kills back into this round. Anyone peeking anything will be punished. No information can be gained without a cost. And Suplex got to be very careful here on the car.
Yeah, he's got dual Berettas. Oh, they just glitched through the wood. Now one saw it, luckily, but A very underwhelming moment there. So this B play is going to come through for the Deagles of Exit and J&T. Probably just going to have to be a save in this one, and that is if Reversive will let them get away with the Deagles. And he will not. So 8 on the board for Isurus. Very, very clean half thus far. Man, this is rough.
Yeah.
This is, you know, like Nuke was a bit the same. You know, like very one-sided first half. But this,
Ooh.
this is something else.
Yeah, let's see if it turns around, right? Because we've been waiting for this. Another buy from Sharks, and they've got the AWP as well. Going to give up top B, probably the safe decision, right? 3 on that A site for a change. Stacked in the right place. App set up, 2 of them, 1 with the AWP, but Isurus are not going towards apartments for a change. They get out through middle, the 1 position Sharks are not watching, but they're aware of it. And damage done onto Reversive, down to 2. We can post sub. Go back round to ult, get back in the apartments. Position that they've actually swapped with the Sharks, who will be looking to take long. Exit tucked. I like the off angle, but Isurus is just so patient on this T side. They know the Sharks are probably antsy to get aggressive.
Oh, and there we go. Okay, let's get back into the swing of things then. Reversive opening up the round, putting us immediately into a 5-on-4. And already Isurus now kind of working their magic over here towards long. There is Exit keeping an eye on it, but even then, he's going to have to go like absolutely nuclear here to hold down this side of the map as they start to go through this smoke. Now, there is a 3-man stack over towards B for Sharks. And so they are in a good spot to hold on to this site. Like, finally, it feels like they've got a stack in the right place at the right time, but they've still got the odds stacked pretty heavily against them. It's the clock that's a problem, right? 15 seconds as this push is coming in, and dropping the bomb could be enough to win you the round at this point in time. J&T, no kills yet, but there's a double. And for Johnny Boy, a heart-wrenching round to lose. There's just no time to get the bomb down. Sadly, Isurus, they try and get cute with the timings, and they end up getting beaten B.
Yeah, that was a great play. It just comes down to the time, right? And when they get 2 kills on that B bomb site, they think, that's perfect. We've got control. Let's go for the plant. They run with the bomb out onto the site, and no one checks for J&T. The reason they should have been is the first kill for Isurus in that round comes on the short side, right? The long player just backed up into a triple B setup, and that's what, you know, we know the Sharks have been doing a lot, even if Isurus don't have that information. So it happens again. Bites back. Sharks rely on JNT, and he steps up to the plate. Goes back for more with the AWP, but eats a nade on his way in. Takes Noxy on his way out. So pretty favorable. Man advantage for the CT side. And still only 2 at B for now. So Isurus, do they try and bleed the clock once again? Pressure on mid. Sharks have no reason to give away another kill here. No reason to re-aggress with a man advantage. They know their 2-man hold inside of B should be fine. Re-smoke from the site. Even a Molotov exit, trying to keep control of middle. Aversive doesn't like that. Flashback in for Lucan. He won't see him though. And all this info does for Lucan when he gets that spot is confirmed there's no one in middle. And so we could even see a 3rd rotation towards B sooner rather than later because Isurus is setting up smokes.
Lucan running shoes on. JNT holding the line, and I tell you what, for a guy who was 0-6 in that last round, he has stepped it up massively. Still here, Suplex hiding in their smoke, but Johnny Boy was running into him, and Keki's there to follow up. Lucan tries to run through the smoke, but Johnny Boy's just absolutely wrecking everyone. My word, what a way to find a 9th round for Isurus. Johnny Boy popping off in that B site.
Yeah, that's crazy. And the player hidden in the smoke close was actually blinded by his teammate's flashbang. He would have activated earlier. He would have probably gone for more kills, but Lucan blinded him and from the spawn rather. And yeah, it all just falls apart. Johnny realizes he's stuck on someone. He shoots him through the edge of the smoke and finds 4 in the round. Great stuff. That is broken Sharks again when it comes down to the money. 9-2 and no sign of stopping nor slowing down for Isurus. Johnny Boy going to set Deco up in mid as well, lining up a flashbang. Ooh. The Eagles, though, they come with a vengeance. Leo pushes apartments and catches Keiki and ult, setting up smokes towards that A site. Deco looking to try and find trades. Lucan's given up his position, but no kill. And the re-aggression for exit is waiting. Molly pushes him out of Boiler. They're ready for it. Nice shot from Leo. He doubles it, but he can't do any more. And at this point, all the A players are dead. It's down to those rotations.
Whoops, Suplex. There's one with the Deagle, and that there is giving them a fighting chance here. Now, the odds still in favor of Isurus, you know, but not impossible, especially with Sharks grouping up here. A lot of this just comes down to whether or not they check, and they don't, so we get the answer pretty quickly. Johnny Boy, another multi-kill to put a 10th on the board for Isurus. And you know what, man? I thought that, you know, Johnny Boy, he delivered a hell of a lot back on Nuke. I said I thought he could have been the missing piece of the puzzle here on Inferno. And in a way, kind of right, but also Noxy and Deco both having phenomenal games as well alongside him. And that trifecta of these players all in double digits is a terrifying sight to see for Sharks, who, you know, highest amount of kills they've managed is 7. And that's like only a little more than the bottom of the board guy for Isurus. Man, words are really hard. I'm like tired myself out from crying and laughing in that order.
Ooh. Leo, though, he has been the 1 star still standing, but not for long. Dinked and taken down 1. Johnny Boy out of the picture. It's still a big opening kill for Sharks. Will it send these apartments players back to B? Certainly looks to be the case, with a couple going back down ult and towards the banana. Even if they don't commit to an execute, they want to check for the re-aggression, but it looks like they're grouping for 4. Smoke on long. Now, they've got to hit B quick, right? Because JNT still wants that mid info, or he has to pick a rotation. Which one is it? He's gambling between them both. Will finally start to walk B silently, and this is a good call. No one's going to hear it for Isurus. 2-man B setup. Sharks is set up at the right time. Suplex here at the back of the site. JNT dropping that smoke. They're going to go right through it. No fear here for Isurus, but maybe they should be as the CTs hold down the line. The bomb going back, and Keiki's up long, but again, the clock could be the undoing for Isurus. especially if they lose that fight. Reversive does not have a lot of time to make this one work. A one-on-one on the short side, but then the trade from Exit on long should be there, and he gets it perfectly before Reversive is even out middle. 3 rounds for Sharks. They're trying to wrap it up, do a little bit near the end of the half. It's what they did on Nuke, remember? They got a 5-10, and they pulled it back, but 5 rounds CT Inferno, that's a very different situation to 5 rounds T-side Nuke, and so it's not going to be an easy one. But I'd be a fool to count them out.
I do like what we're seeing from Isurus, though, right?
Yeah.
Like, showing as well that they've got the resilience to narrowly lose out on a map where they had a huge advantage and then just pick it all back up in their map pick and act like it never even happened. Leo at least reclaims one of the kills to begin this round. That's Keiki dropped out of the equation. Isurus might just fall back into one of these B plays that have treated them so damn well. And with all this utility, they're set, man. You know, you got 2 smokes. You can drop one of these CT side, follow up with the coffin smoke. You've got Molotovs to burn out both Nubox and Oranges, which is where I'm imagining they're going to head. It's actually going to be Dark and Oranges that get the... well, he's lobbed their way. So Exit still with a position here as he moved ahead of them. Remolly back into Dark again. Lucan inside of the site. This is a very weird round, what with that top banana smoke coming in. And Isurus, they hear the footsteps, they see the utility coming in at banana, and they go, all right, they clearly think it's B. So we'll go away. And Sharks are still waiting. They're like, nah, they're coming. Mark my words, they're coming to this B site. And then they're going to get hit with that classic line, that line that we all know and love, and that is... And there you go. That should be 11 on the board for Isurus.
Yeah, it's a sad state of affairs for Sharks, but I think they realize, like, you know, whenever that penny drops, it drops too late. And it comes at the point where, oh, okay, yeah, they're not here. They're probably already A. And then seconds later, the bomb's planted. Like, you know that's a done round for Sharks. You know they want the money for the last of the half. And with Lucan already low, his teammate's nade puts him from 3 to 2. Could have killed him. Could have killed him, but didn't. And we know that Johnny had some banging exits on the orb towards Ruins before, so Sharks need to have their wits about them. Isurus want to take the money and the guns away. They have more than they need, and Lucan gets traded on a wide angle, only gets away with 1. Leo trades, does get the orb back. No one should die past this point, but yeah, 2 instead of 3, that does make all the difference for Sharks. It's not really what they wanted. And now Isurus, they've got the chance to put a 12-3 half on their T side of their map pick here in this series. Train might just be around the corner. Nothing we can do but wait. Johnny Boy back on the AWP as well. 14-5. He is storming the board. I've never seen anyone like combat AWP apps like Johnny Boy has in this map. He has just gone there whenever he can. Whenever he gets his AWP, he's fighting Boiler, he's fighting stairs, halls, and he's getting away with it.
Well, Deco waiting in the banana smoke, and he hears them running by. And the thing I love about it is, like, he doesn't jump the gun. He hears them already run past, and he's just sat there like, lol, right. XD. Wrecks them both, doesn't he? And now holding down this rotation, another one that's not ready for him. Deco's like just farming at this point. Can he get 4? No. His Exit. I'll live up to his name. Deal with 1, but Exit's in round 15. Not too valuable here as he's moving in with the AWP. 13 points of health. Deep smoke. Spam through. Now they know he's here. There's a man rapping CT. It's all going horribly wrong. And Isurus, a commanding lead, 12-3. Looking to take us the train, looking to take us the distance. Can they get us there? I don't know. Gonna have to tune in just a moment to find out.
reported mysterious shadow sightings all around the city. According to experts, the origin of these shadows is still unclear.
Yes, and I think you all just caught that. That was Harry Russell with a short rendition of Life is Good by Drake featuring Future. But of course, for us, life is not so good for some of these players in this server. Isurus really running the board here. Sharks not swimming too fast. Of course, we're not going to be swimming too fast either. You're going to be able to keep up with us, or at least with Harry Russell. What do you got to say, Harry?
Oh man, we got a mid push. Look at this. They're just running the gun right away. Keiki to open up. Deco in with another. Oh,
boy.
Yeah, it might be over. It might be done. It might be all.
Use the grenades.
Why use the grenades when you're Deco? You could just deck them.
X, mate.
Get decked on.
Declan.
Go on. Who's that?
Shout out one time.
Yeah, that'd be the famous Rocket League commentator.
Oh, yeah.
And our talent manager, usually.
Rocket League commentator.
Yeah, he did that a few times.
13-3 though, that is one hell of a statement for Isurus, right? The mid push. They don't want none of your shenanigans. They're not going to let you run your round.
Well, you spin my head right round, Hugo. Right on round. And that's what we're looking at here. J&T with the Glock running up banana for absolutely nothing whatsoever.
He caught 2 players with either knives or nades out, and still, it's just the Glock's so bad against armor. Like, still nothing. Still no damage.
I don't know. I only DM with the Glock, so that way I'm super crispy when I play.
And then get one tap by a USP and never get to play that pistol round. Getting crispy with it. Trace, that is a bit of a go-to.
Crispy like some nice calamari, which I'm sure a shark would feast on given the opportunity.
Yeah, maybe not fried or battered, but
why not?
Raw, right from the ocean.
I do wonder how a shark would react to that. Like, oh, it's fried. Wow, that's really good.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm living over here.
Once you put it in the water, it's going to get soggy. I don't think it will be nice anymore.
I mean, we should get a shark, and we should try.
Do sharks taste, or do they just chew to survive?
They have a lot of teeth. And I know one thing is
I know the teeth are directly
tasting, man.
to the taste.
well, when they've got that many teeth, they can't possibly brush all of them, right? Like, that's just a lot of teeth.
Yeah, well, that's why you have little fish that go around and pick the food out of sharks' mouths.
That's not what happened.
Yeah, isn't it? Yeah, I swear, like whales as well, especially whales. Yeah, dude.
Especially sperm whales.
They have fish that, use the shark as safety, and as a result, a dentist.
I know there's that, symbiotic relationship.
Yeah, it's true.
Different species, but... Yeah, well, look, man, this game's over, this match. Thank you all for joining us here at National Geographic, of course, as we are talking about the tried, tenured, and tested career of the shark. I remember it was back in 2005 when sharks first appeared in our oceans. And that's 2005 as in literally 2005, not 2005. Pretty old.
Well, I mean, the lifespan of a shark is 20 to 30 years in the wild.
20, 30,000 years, I think.
But then also, you got to think about what happens when a bunch of them group up and create a Sharknado, you know?
Yeah, well, I tell you what, mate, if this game's anything to go by, I'm not that worried, as they've been kind of locked in here by Isurus, who have shown a really good face right now. They're in a 3-on-2 to just win the game. Just that's it, 18 rounds. Is that how many rounds we've had? Yeah, it'll be 19. Yeah, same thing. Here we go. Reversive. Nice little spray. Catches exit, leaving that smoke. And for Leo Drunky, he's in a 1v3. He's got a Galil. Has the bomb. A flash and a molly. He's not using any of that, though. And now he is. Flash out. Gets him into the top of mid.
Lines him.
No fight given over. And now the fight not actually given over yet. This is so slimy. They're just hiding from it. And that's it. That's how they take the map. I kind of love it. I kind of love it, Isurus.
Strap yourselves in. Now let's get ready to go as we embark on a 30-round journey between just you and me. And when I say you, I mean everyone that can hear this. And when I say me, I'm on about me. That one kind of answered itself. Out here, Reversive, in through main. Already deep in the A site, but the rest of his teammates, they're over towards B. And I tell you what, this variation of the show feels so much better. I don't know how you guys are finding it, but I trust you and you trust me. And it's all kind of working, but in this round, it's not working for Isurus. They lose 2 down at the B ramp. They've got Reversive dropped inside of the A site. And suddenly, it's only Johnny Boy left standing. And while he is good for 1, and a double, actually. The other 2 are both low, but Suplex is there to keep it all under control as the Sharks get that pistol round on the board.
And so this is where you guys would normally be talking. And then I'd say something like, yeah, it's a very good point. And yeah, if you look now, right, like we have this force buy coming in from Isurus. You know, they've got Deagles, they've got Tech 9s, they've got some utility. And over on this side of Sharks, they've got a 4-buy because they won the pistol. That's how it works. Leo, he's donning this org and he's looking into main. There is a smoke down on the E-box and also one over at Pop side. It's actually like a little like diagonal wall of smokes into this A site. It's going to give some ground over. They're trying to aggress in behind them, but still yet to find anything. Suplex. Deeked out of the round, but the MP9 there to trade and keep this one in the advantage of Sharks in a very big way. And it is just left to Johnny Boy, who promptly gets mopped up. So it's 2 on the board now for Sharks. Once again, I'm trusting you all with this next segment. Yes. Yes.
I'm scared.
Who was that?
Me.
Hello? Who?
You.
Oh, this is my inner monologue.
Yes.
Of course.
Yes, you can hear it through the microphone, through your headset. Not in your brain, but in the game. And Sharks certainly have shown up already better to the plate on this map than they did on Inferno.
Don't talk about Sharks and plates, though. There actually is a real crisis involving like the overfishing of sharks, and quite frankly, it's ridiculous. Let's just leave these beautiful ocean creatures alone, shall we? And look at this. I tell you what, this is why we should leave them be. Because my word, they're showing up in the server right now. 3-0, that there gets made quick work of by Sharks. You wouldn't have even known there was a round being played.
They don't care about what you have to say, Harry, what you stand for. Don't bring it here. The Sharks, they brought the heat. 3-0 start. Isurus coming back in with a buy. Obviously forced by an eco. That's why that one's a bit of a quicken. And we have the guns out. We have the AWP for Johnny Boy. Oh, I haven't seen that smoke in a while. Wow. Forgot it even existed. JNT throwing a deep upper B smoke so Exit can push up and gain control. Molly's out on the A site. Isurus are pushing through. It's all a fake though. It's all a ruse. Deco gets naded and now they go inner. Nice Molotov. He's going to push Noxy out on his own, but he gets the kill, and that's what matters here on the entry. Molly gets smoked. Leo goes right through another, not even touching the flames. Reversive pushing him back though, and getting very deep inside of this B bomb site. He's being wrapped from the right side. Lucan does take down Noxy, but Reversive is still here, playing behind the brown train. Johnny Boy's pushed up to watch the right as well, but it's to rotate back all three from CT, from the same side. And oh, Johnny's been caught out in the open. He flicks back and hits the shot. Reversive trying to hold on. No need to peek, no need to rush a shot, because you've got to be the one to make the move, and Reversive will not give them the kills. He backs out after one. Lucan with a shot, and now he's versus the AWP with Johnny Boy, but no time left on the clock, even with the kit. He wants nothing to do with it, and it's going to be the first foul for Isurus, nice and early on this T side. Very close round, and great stuff for Johnny Boy to clutch it out.
I do find it funny how like these teams are like the polar opposite of one another in terms of like the composition of their nationalities.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool, right? Like 4 Brazilians on one side and 1 Argentinian. And then that means 4 Argentinians and 1 Brazilian on the other. Hugo, if you guess which is which, you win a prize.
I can tell you which is which.
Yeah?
Yeah. On Isurus, it's Keiki, who's the Brazilian boy. And then on Sharks, it's obviously
Lucan. You're right, yeah. And your prize is you get to cast this round. Congratulations, man.
No way.
Double AWPs out. J&T and Lucan going to be donning them.
I thought I got to cast.
Now you get it. Don't worry, man. It's all good. It's coming your way.
Okay.
It's coming your way. Here it is. I'm throwing it over.
Ow.
There you go.
Here we go. Isurus, T-side. They found their first rifle. Reversive gets legged coming out of main. Going fast, though, and Suplex catches him. Takes some damage himself. Again, it's the same setup for Isurus. A B hit with an A fake, an A lurk, and Sharks have seen this one before. They're going to rotate quick inner already. One of these 2 AWPs is posted. It has been Suplex second AWPing in the past, but right now it's Lucan taking it alongside JNT. They won't commit to the B execute, though, reading into the fact that they're probably stacked and the smoke holds them back. Isurus hesitate. They wait. and then Resmo comes down, that only confirms the fact that there are at least 2 on this B bomb site. Scary stuff.
Yeah, and who needs Shark Week when you can just have one day of Isris versus what? It's so
You've
funny.
broken him. You've broken him.
I didn't mean to break him.
Press the off button.
I'm just saying, you know, who needs a whole week when we've got just
Shark Day.
Shark Day? Yes. Who needs an El Clasico when you have Exit removing folks from the round? Runs out of bullets in the process, and he does a fantastic job. 4 to his name. And Shark Day, officially coined. El Clasico, that's for other games. This is Shark Day. El Clasico Shark Day.
I mean, it is a bit of an El Clasico in the sense that we had this game yesterday, man. Like, we had the same matchup, so...
I mean, let's also think about what happens after this, right? I mean, we talked about Havan Liberty being on the other side for the loser of this game.
Of course.
Now, I think there has to be a conversation to be had about, you know, which team, and right now it's looking a little bit like Isris, might be heading there to play them.
Yeah, I don't want to make any assumptions anymore, Trace.
You might as well.
Yeah, I could, and so this game's already over. I mean, Sharks have already won it. It's 4-1. What else do you need to know? No, of course not. But, yeah, right now, the winner of this going on to face Boom. So, difficult matchup waiting in the wings. But Sharks, they look up for the task. They found 2 on Pop. Lucan with a quick shot, and Reversive does get out into the A side. Not communicated. Leo was not ready for that one, but we've already had that discussion on communication, what it could mean inside of these teams. Reversive, oh dear, he's made something of this round, but he's just trapped in such an unfortunate position that all peeks in, and Sharks, they will close it out. 5-1. CT side is start and train. All things well and good right now, but Isris coming back in with guns.
And, you know, you think 9 months is a long time. But, you know, the dogfish species of shark can take 2 years of being pregnant.
Wow.
Wow. 2 whole years. Baby shark, 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 baby shark, 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 shark.
Wow, I never thought this
shark.
would go that direction.
Copyright strike now.
Ah.
Trace, your music is just so good. It's just so realistic. It sounds like the real deal. How could anyone believe that it's not
I
pirated?
appreciate it because Trace didn't actually do it right, so that's how you know he doesn't really know that meme.
Hi, I'm Pringles. I'm Chips. Wait, are we doing this Mac versus PC thing? Just so. Then I am the Mac of the Chips. Cool.
Then I'm the PC.
Perfect for gaming. Easy to eat. No greasy hands. Wait, I'm into gaming too.
You mean like into the keyboard crumbled?
No.
Or into the TeamSpeak rustling?
No, I'm into that new frag LOL thing.
Well then, GG, my friend.
What?
There you go, that's it, yeah.
Shout out Jacob Pimp Vinicke one time.
Yes.
My Shark brother.
Yeah, man.
Trace and Jacob often swim around in the ocean eating little fish. Good pastime for them. How the hell is Noxie doing this, though? He's just right up through the con smoke and into the connector. Oh, boy, man. What a nuisance.
But all the swimmers belong to you, Hugo. We'll stick with the little fish. You just keep catching the swimmers.
I won't make the joke I want to make.
Why not? You can't just say that. I've got something great to say, but I'm not going to say it.
2 rounds for Isurus.
And, you know, just in case you guys were curious, lightning strikes are more deadly than shark attacks. So they're friendly.
Exactly, no, man, they actually are. Like, you know,
More people die to fridges than they do sharks.
yeah, it's like, you know, I wouldn't like go out on a night out with a shark, right? Because that's like a recipe for disaster. Everyone knows that can't be trusted with a drink. But where am I going with this? Yeah, sharks, man. They're pretty legendary creatures.
Yeah.
Leave them be. Anyone out there was thinking, like, I go beat a shark up after this? Don't. Instead, sign the any key pledge. And here's the nades into Maid. Damage onto Deco. So much damage, in fact, that he's not alive anymore.
That'll do it. But the bomb.
Yeah, that's heartbreaking.
Should make a hotel for that.
Ah, the Heartbreak Hotel. That's where we've checked in right now. And Isurus, they're already here, but there's been a problem with the booking. Noxie didn't want to check in just yet, but he's going to have to. And it's left reversive. All alone. Trying to kick it into rewind here. Down towards Ivy.
Oh, dear. He got tagged. And naded.
Wonder if they know where he is.
Yeah, maybe. Just maybe. They can smell him. Yeah, it's about time. It's going to happen. They were patient enough to let him get away with that much, but 6-2 for Sharks. And it's crazy. You can go get 16-3'd and then come back in with this. I mean, when we lose one game, we're done for the night. That's it. Play till you lose. Sharks, they play, they lose, they keep playing, and they bring the heat in this one. Looking very confident. Suplex jumping above the trains, hip hopping left and right, and hitting all the shots behind it. Really, really good stuff for Sharks right now. In control of the CT side. And Isurus coming back in with more guns. 007 is Keiki. 0-7 is Deco.
It could be worse, Hugo. We could play till we win. In which case,
we wouldn't play much either because we're just that good, Trace. Depends on the day, you know?
I was thinking any day between Sunday and Monday. Probably the days that end in Y. Probably going to lose that game.
Well, funnily enough, there is no day between Sunday and Monday. They come right after the other. So,
well, maybe
I guess we're not playing.
In the Hugo Book of London.
Londonshire, actually.
Londonshire. That's where all you and your little hobbits hang out.
In the Shire. Well, Leo pushed into main, but not for long. Suplex will trade, but he knows there's one more there with the bomb. It was spotted. Util over the A site and execute for Isurus, and they're going to commit behind this. The Orb all blinded. That's a great flashbang. JNT would have had a kill there. The pop player's gone. It's down to the AKs, and JNT will follow up this time successfully. Noxie's trapped, and if he goes any wider, he will die. Suplex covers his teammate, and Deco has got a wrap, catching one out of the heaven as well, but he can't hit the shot, and now overwhelming him. Surely there's no way they're going to let him back into this 1-on-4. He's spotted a third. He's got all the info in the world, just needs the bomb.
There is a chance, though, right? He's navigated this very, very well. Exit, jiggling, and Deco with the one-tap now. Bomb plant coming in. Suplex is in pop. If he peeks, he could have this kill locked in, but Deco repositioning. has that bomb down, starts to swing out, and he just needs this final kill for a stellar 1v4. Deco up on the bomb train, hunting it down, looking for it, but he's already wrapped past, and Deco's done it. A 1v4 to break his silent streak. He was 0-7 up until that round, and then he delivers us that. What an absolute madman to put a third on the board for Isurus. Deco!
2 one-taps as well. One of them obviously being on a player that can't see him, but this shot, pop, is perfect. And he even reads that wrap out wide for suplex. What a round. Where does that come from? Isurus have saved their own bacon, but can they keep it going on this T side? 3 to their name. Another buy for Sharks. Double AWP again, continuing. They do it at every single opportunity that they can. Suplex leading things. Would be nice to see him back on the AWP, man. He had some great shots on Nuke, but right now he seems to be playing close T-Con with the rifle, being very aggressive, set up by utility, often taking these early kills, and so they've left that second open. Lucan, who is able to rotate and assist B. Aids on default, lovely stuff, does good damage. That comes for free as well. Exit's gonna back out a B. 2 players on the other side making noise. Gonna double drop in pop, no one here to stop him. 2 inner for Sharks. There's still plenty of utility, even trying to smoke the back of T-Con, keeping Isurus at a standard map control. And that bomb gets smoked. Deco's gonna go back for it though. It's not like Sharks have that info yet.
It's like the old saying, once you drop, you just can't stop. Unless there's a smoke inside of Pop Dog. And then you kind of have to stop for just a second or reconsider everything. And that's exactly what we've seen here from Isurus. That Molotov is going to do a bit of a force back as well.
Well, here comes the push. In the next 20 or so seconds. Opening kill found by Leo, but there's the trade from Deco. Lucan. Bomb trade. Shot misses. Johnny Boy in with 1. Deco in the bomb trade. Good for another, but JNT keeps this looking all good.
Nice.
That's a good nade, but Deco, we've seen him in these clutches before. Can he give us a back-to-back 4K? That is what is required here, but JNT with the peak, with the swing, gets it all back under control.
That was one hell of a risky plant for Deco as well, right? Like Lucan's looking like he wants to go through this smoke. I imagine someone's telling him not to, and Sharks, they wait, they group up, and they split him from 2 sides. So nowhere to go, nowhere to hide. The nade does good damage as well. A retake for Sharks, 7 on the board. At least the bomb plant for Isurus to allow for that further investment. Seeing some very fast aim coming in this map. Everyone looks to be warmed up, right? We've had the first 2. First one went 30, second one went like 6 rounds long. Here we are on the 3rd, already diving in deep. And it's actually not a full buy, it's Deco investing and an eco around the Deco. They look like they know he's out Olaf as well. It gets Molly, but he's pushed back and he's safe in doing so. Flash back in. Drunky wants to try and take him down. Deco tucked. There's another flash. It will miss. And Deco gets the kill with a follow-up from his teammate. Player in heaven now. Rifle getting spotted. Every kill Deco gets further gains ground for Isurus, and they've already pushed up on top of the site as well. Johnny Boy with a dig down Ivy. Suplex is stuck, and they have swapped positions inside of Con. He needs anything and everything at the same time. Oh, missed shots, out of ammo. They can run him down through the smoke, and Keiki will. Only Lucan left, and he's looking to get the hell out of here. 1-on-4. And they won't give up a single fight.
Yeah, we knew Isurus was going to run this one back. There was a real shot at it, a real chance at it. They took a stab, and they have it. Lucan's going to hold on to this op. Pray for mercy from Isurus, who can afford to go hunting at this point. And I don't know if you've ever been shark hunting, but it's not that easy. I wouldn't know. I've just seen YouTube videos, so...
Ooh, there's one. They're getting close, though.
They do deal with it.
Thought it was gonna be a double there for a second. No scope double.
Could have happened, man. Could have.
Didn't.
It didn't.
Harry, while we got this brief second, let's kind of dive into your life. You know, how you feeling? How you doing?
I feel great, man. I feel great. My chest hurts from laughing so much. My eyes are stinging. But ultimately, I'm just happy that we have a good third map here, right? It's already nice and close. No more of these, like, absolute blowout halves, because already, right, the money's broken down for Sharks, so there should be a chance at a fifth here for the side of Isurus. And actually, Sharks have force bought into this one, so potentially even more rounds on the horizon. And Deco opening up. Considering he was 0-7, I said 0-6, it was actually 0-7. Now 8-8, that is an unreal recovery.
Yeah, and he's constantly just been on this A side being a nuisance, even in the B hits as well for Isurus. But this time they will be committing alongside him. Up Ivy, Leo on the site, not spotted, his head was shown. Deco gets another man instead, and the trade almost in. Deco just looking to stay alive, be that man, you know, in the tally to be rallied behind. I was trying to think of a good way to word that, but I couldn't. You know, sometimes just being alive, right, being a number at the top of your screen where Sharks see it's a 5-on-1, like that mental exhaustion of, oh, I've got to kill 5 opponents, that can be enough to like force saves, even if you're only 1 health. And so Deco, just him being alive in this round is fine. He gets 2 entries, he has 3 HP, gets given an orb, 2 of them currently, so he might swap it out at the end of the round. But by and large, it's looking like a round for Isurus. Sharks saving an MP9.
And let's just be upfront here, Hugo. What is a comfortable score line Isurus can go into the second half with on their T side?
I think they're already there, right? 5 is good, and as Harry said, this isn't ending at 5. Like, they're going to have an anti-eco now. They're going to be fine, even if they don't win the half out, which honestly is a possibility at this point. I'm expecting a minimum of 6, if not more, and that's only when Sharks can get their guns back in. They've got to win the rounds with them, and Isurus have warmed up into this half. So I think they're going to be just fine right now, Trace.
Yeah, I was just wondering, honestly.
Oh, yeah. To ask. Knowledge is power.
You want some knowledge, Hugo?
I don't know. Maybe. Depends on the topic.
Hi, I'm Pringles.
I'm Chips. Wait, are we doing this Mac versus PC thing?
Just so?
Then I am the Mac of the Chips.
Cool. Then I'm the PC. Perfect for gaming. Easy to eat. No greasy hands.
Wait, I'm into gaming too.
You mean like into the keyboard crumbled?
No.
Or into the TeamSpeak rustling?
No, I'm into that new frag LOL thing.
Well then, GG, my friend.
hippos, deer, and cows are more deadly than sharks.
Yeah, I believe that. Deer.
Yep.
Deer kill. What is that like?
Deer will attack people.
Really? But do they kill people?
Deer are responsible for the death of an average of 130 people per year due to car collisions.
Yeah, I was gonna say, right? is that people running over deer and then getting the antlers in their face?
Well, I mean, cows kill 22 people a year, so we
Fridges
can't.
do as well, man. Fridges kill a bunch of people every year. I don't know how many, but probably around that number. More than sharks.
Like, I don't want to write any of that off.
Imagine getting crushed by a fridge.
I'm American. I thought about it. Anyway, bomb plant here for Isris while you guys derailed the broadcast yet one more time, Harry.
Yeah, man, sorry.
Yeah, Harry, we're kind of disappointed.
That's fine, dude. But when I cut the brakes on your fridge, your little house of cards comes tumbling right down real quick, Hugo. And then at that point, you're just another statistic.
My house is made of cards. Honestly, it's kind of what I have coming for me, right?
Yeah.
What do you think? It's going to stand forever?
I say you eat is in the eye when you hold it. And this is a pretty beautiful tee side right now from Isris, right? 6 on the board.
Double AWP still safe for Isris. They're just running it back. They're using this to great success, even though not needed to do a whole lot on the anti-eco. Could be useful in holding off these slow T rounds that we know Isris have had in this series. Patiently waiting for mistakes to be made. Are Sharks full of them, though? They've got another buy. This is it, do or die. If Sharks want to win the half, they've got to start here.
Yep. It's not enough that Sharks used to be bigger than some buildings. That's a totally different conversation altogether.
Yeah, but buildings also used to be smaller.
Than Sharks?
When Sharks were bigger.
Yeah,
we grew in relation to Sharks.
Ooh.
Shrinking.
R.I.P. Megalodon, never
There
forget.
we go. Yeah, man, I missed the Megalodon. Me and him were tight, but... Oh. Let's look at Keiki, the real Megadon in this round. 1v3. As he moves his way back over here towards the pop dog. Oh, dude, I thought you were going to help, Trace. You derailed. There's too many Shark songs.
Yeah, it's because they grow up to 50,000 teeth in a lifetime. Of course, they're going to have some
1,000
songs.
feet long, man.
Probably play the piano
insane.
on that rack.
That's like bigger than the Earth. Is
50,000.
Keiki. And he's got to have a clutch that is bigger than the world that we can... well...
And it's just not going to happen.
Well, there we go. That is 8 on the board for Sharks, no less.
That's kind of what we want, though. They win the half at a minimum on the CT side, as you often should, but Isris still have a buy round for the last, so they can make it an 8-7. They can make things pretty competitive, as they have been doing so in this series. Dominant win on their map pick. If you missed it, you missed a lot, but not a lot of rounds. Double AWP, only on the CT side this time. Johnny Boy will be relegated to his own AWP. Been a bit quiet on this T side. We're expecting him to step up in the second, but let's see if he can find some opening jewels in the favor of Isris as they try and burst through the smoke in main. And nades have been so good for Sharks, just dunking damage. 100 done before a player's even been spotted. Johnny is just trying to get out main right now. That's a great flick for JNT. He's come alive in these past couple of rounds, and he's going to follow up. 2 for him. Suplex falls off the train, and only 1 lost life for Sharks. It's down to 2 for Isris.
Johnny Boy and reverse him. Now, Johnny Boy here, pretty quiet performance in comparison to both Nuke and Inferno. If there ever was a round to come alive in, it is this one. Repositioning into pop, but with 2 players holding back here towards CT, it's a pretty scary prospect to be peeking out of this position. Flash to try and get reversive in. And while it does pop, it doesn't really blind anyone. Johnny Boy removed, and it's all left onto reversive, who before he even begins this has to go back to get that bomb, and it's not going to happen. JNT with 4. And it's 9 on the board for Sharks at the end of that first half of play. This third map is very, very close with no clear winner in sight. Join us for that second half of play in just a moment.
that you've been distracted. Your best, my average, there's a reason for that's a fact. So they snapping back, mad at the fact that I don't have a backup plan. I ain't need that. Outworking everybody when I relax. So I ain't tripping about none of y'all feedback. Every day I wonder when I'm gonna peak at. And that's why you count your blessing while I count that in my winnings. We take 50s and 100s and throw them up to the ceiling. Everything I envision, not everybody gon' witness. Only difference between us is I ain't stopped till I finish. Yeah. I feel on top of the world. I feel on top of the world right now. I feel on top of the world. So yeah, you're a bad chick and you know that. Eyes roll back every time you throw that. Love letter on your bed, I wrote that. I need you and I'm not afraid to show that. Anything, anything on your everything, everything on your anything, anything on your everything, everything. My world falls down when you pick me up. I came up from a small town, no one hit me up. Now they wanna be my friend. Everybody play pretend. But now I'm pulling up in a Bentley. No, really ain't shit you can tell me. What? I just wish somebody would help me. This lifestyle is not healthy. I could buy you anything, anything on your everything, everything on your anything, anything on your everything. I could buy you anything, anything on your everything, everything on your anything, anything on your everything. She's a God girl, welcome to my God's world. Fell in love with the diamonds and pearls. Yeah, we do what we want when we want. Sex fifth with the new Saint Laurent. Party too lit, get kicked out. All alone, that's the only way to live now. Yeah, we do what we want when we want. I'ma get you anything that you want. Anything, anything on your everything, everything on your anything, anything on your everything, everything. Yeah, I could buy you anything, anything on your everything, everything on your anything, anything on your everything. I could buy you anything, anything on your everything, everything on your anything, anything on your everything, everything. I feel on top of the world, I feel on top of the world right now. I feel on top of the world, I feel on top of the world right now. I always wanted the world, I wanna conquer the world right now. I feel on top of the world, I feel on top of the world right now. I call the shots in the man with the plot and we only go bombs away. Ain't no one protecting my mind as a weapon, that's why I'm a dominate. Taking advantage of every second.
We're ready to go. We're ready to jump back into a train, the decider, and we are at the halfway point. The halfway mark, even. You take a look at Isris and Sharks going at it, fin to fin. Not one Alexi B was in sight. Welcome back to Pro League, everybody. I got Harry and Hugo here with me, sort of filling the void in between my rather terrible attempts at jokes and or memes and or noises I make with my mouth. Harry, take it away.
Yeah, fast A play here. And here it is. It's arriving. This train is right on.
Multiple witnesses have reported mysterious shadow sightings all around the city. According to experts, the origin of these shadows is still unclear.
Reversive opening up, and there's Deco in with a follow-up. Bomb plant denied, and now the bomb dropped.
What?
But what? How's he done that? Leo with a double. And Johnny Boy with a double. Now leaves it on exit. 1v2. He needs...
Jesus.
Well, maybe that would help in this one, right? Because, my goodness, it's going to require something pretty godly here in this 1v2. Some divine intervention would go a long way. Exit. Looking for a kill, but nothing's being given over. Isurus very, very safe as to how they're approaching this one. They've dodged him at every single turn. And the longer he waits, the less time he has. That's how time works. 40 seconds now. Not a problem yet. But in about 20 seconds, it's a big problem. He's seen the shadow. Does live to tell the tale. I love how conservative they're being, but let's hope this doesn't come back to hurt them. And luckily enough, Keiki is there to give him his just desserts.
God, that was scary, wasn't it? Isurus is so good with these USPs. Think back to Inferno where they pushed CT mid and just wrecked everyone. Didn't even lose a player. Johnny Boy with a double. Leo does his best as well by tapping through the smoke, finding both. It's not enough to win the round, though. And now Isurus, oh boy, they've set themselves up for a bit of a comeback. We've seen it before. We will see it again. MP9's out with a single M4 on Johnny Boy. Full Glocks for Sharks. They want nothing to do with this round. Allowing all the util to go down, but they might have to push in front of it. It's a Molotov with a flash in their face. Noxy is there, ready to deliver too. Deco does the same, and Leo Drunky lost in the source in this one. 1-on-4 with a Glock. Good luck. First fire. Trace is a big believer in that one.
Yeah, it's come to life a couple times, and by that I mean like 2 times out of the 500 I've tried it. And so I just decided, one day I'll just buy a Tech 9. That pretty much solved that problem, didn't it?
Yeah.
Because I don't have to ever worry about hitting shit ever again. So, nonetheless, a timeout coming in for Isurus. And if you're Harry Russell, this one has really got you unnerved. You're not sure where to settle on this one. And as we did learn, Sharks, they don't really sleep. They sleep in a semi-conscious sort of state because if they stop moving, they stop breathing.
Yeah.
Now we know that. Now you know that.
Have you ever seen whales sleep?
Oh, all the time when I'm hanging out with my friends in Atlantis. It's pretty dope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They sleep vertically.
That's the thing about Trace, man.
Like
He's got broads in Atlantis.
Yeah.
Yes. Mixing Mountain Dew.
With the fan cam.
No, yes, with the fan cams. There we go. With the fan cams. Mixing Mountain Dew with the fan cams.
There's something in there. We'll work on it later, add it to the release.
And yes. Oh.
Look at this. Speed rush from Deco, and he discovers, like, yeah, there's a lot up there. Good luck, Keiki. And he will deliver a double. Johnny Boy caught on the ladder in the pop dog. Noxy going aggressive, trying to deny this bomb plant. But there's the swing from Lucan.
Lucan. Versatile, he's got util, but he's not got a kit, and that is the biggest problem in this round as time already begins to tick. Smoke down the ramp, and he doesn't know if they're in or out. Who knows? We'll have to find out. Reversive getting close. There's an M4 to his left. He's going to use the ammo to spam, but now they've just mollied the bomb, and that's really just the be-all and end-all of this round. He's going to have to fall out, give it away to Sharks. 10 on the T side, and they even get him as he leaves as well, so no survivors in this one. At least not for Isurus. Sharks immediately grab it right back. A couple of rounds in a row for Isurus is all they're allowed before T-side starts. Very weird push for Deco on upper. Like, he pushes upper with loads of util with an MP9, long range. He sees a bunch, and he just keeps running. He doesn't shoot. He doesn't try and play the corner. He just runs. And they obviously just turn around and see him. I guess maybe he was trying to get close before he shot, but they're going to hear you. They're going to see you. And they're going to kill you. That's exactly what they did. Sharks going back to B.
Keiki and his Deagle. Will it be the stuff of legends? Takes him a moment to figure out where he is, but Exit deals with him. It's the Deagle and Noxy that comes alive here in the night time, but Lucan there Deals with him. They start to get this back under control, and it should be all locked in. With just Johnny Boy left to fall. 11 on the board for Sharks. And there is a buy round coming on up, but it does come with some limitations on guys like Noxy. We'll still see an AWP here if Isurus want to bring one to the table. We're still waiting to see Johnny Boy in all his glory, because that's the thing, across those first two maps, it felt like he was like really one of the standout individuals here for Isurus.
Yeah, and the thing that's really standing out to me is that, you know, like a Mako can grow up to 12 feet in length, right? Kind of cool. But they also hang around the south coast of the UK's waters. So heads up on that. Hugo?
I'm getting out of Brighton Beach. I'm not swimming there ever again.
I never wanted to swim there in the first place.
Broaden your horizons, Trace. What did Kenny tell you?
Open
your mind. Yeah, yes. Trace, open your mind.
Yes, of course. Leo trying to open up the bomb site. He's going to find one. On the Noxy. Lucan. Well, it's just an all-out skirmish here for this site. They're going to go for this plant in the midst of it. Exit and company are able to hold down the fort just long enough to get the bomb down. Lucan. He's done enough in this round. With that frag right there. Johnny Boy's got the back on away with AWP. Half health, a flash. We're going to let all 500 seconds of this bomb timer trickle on out. Just dribble right on out the end.
How good is your bomb beeping impression, Trace?
It's not that good.
Oh.
It's kind of annoying, loud noise, but I'm talking about in the game.
Oh! Did he survive? Let us know. Use the hashtag ESL Pro League to get involved.
Yes, and shark facts and pictures. Also, still looking for that elusive shrimp picture of Hugo Byron.
Nothing on the hashtag. That is.
I didn't really check.
Awful shame. You didn't check.
But I can imagine that nobody really jumped to drawing a little shrimp of you.
I'll have a look. I'll investigate. You guys have got your best shrimp on the case.
He didn't get the AWP out. He did get hunted down and killed. So that is a bad way to go out of the round. Definitely not what they wanted.
Not ideal.
Not ideal at all.
They're going to use this timeout, though, to try to get back in the game. Sharks up 12-8 over Isurus currently. Isurus having a hard time holding on this outside site. But I'll have you know,
what?
Shark and chips is a thing in the UK. So who's laughing now?
Zeus in the pop dog. You love these.
Classic.
Yeah. Noxy going up the ladder. Oh, guys, it's all clear. And I'll hear you. Oh dear. Oh no. It's not really gone well, has it? Keiki did get a dig in the meantime, so Superplex is out of the action.
The only tweet that was related to Hugo that came in on the hashtag ESL Pro League was someone saying, "Finding Pimo."
Ah, yes.
What does that to do with me?
That's just funny because, well, it's at your expense, so it is funny no matter what, I guess.
You can write that one off on your taxes. That's the good thing.
Nah.
It's at your expense, Hugo. Johnny Boy over here in heavens. And there's only one of them. And there he is getting dealt with by Exit. Who's absolutely, there we go, just lighting up the scoreboard right now. Leo comes in to help out, and Sharks, they get to 13. This is very, very convincing. They're ahead in terms of the money. They're looking good. Like, even when the buy rounds have been there for Isurus, they haven't really been finding much with it. And it's such a shame to see. I know I keep bringing his name up, right? But like, Train is such a important map that if you are spending, you know, the $5.5 grand needed to be bringing this AWP out with armor behind it, you need your AWPer to be stepping up because it can make all the difference, right? That's why we see teams like tend towards the AUG still on this map. Yeah. It's just because having something to engage at these longer ranges is so good. And while JNT's been looking all right on his AWP, Johnny Boy still very, very quiet here. Finally, he beats GNT. JNT on the head-to-head with that AWP. So we see this round go all even.
Ooh, nothing today. Bomb picked back up. Exit might get a free kill. Deco backs up into the pop dog. Oh dear. Not what you like to see. Through the smoke as well. Who left up for Isurus? This is a crucial round to keep them in this series. And Leo, he's looking to take it away from them. Keiki off of his B rotate. 1-on-3. Seen some clutches in this game already. Will they be quite as easy here, though? I don't know. Keiki's been mollied. Doesn't want to go out calm without having at least some information first. Here's some footsteps. Sharks are not rushing the plant. Another molly that will push him out. He's got to go, and he's got to go now, but no one's covering the pom planter. There's a player in pop. It's a fake. Keiki has the backstab. He's looking for more. He wants to get a little more value out of this position, and he might just, but he shoots early. He thinks the bomb's escaping, and that forces his fight. If he didn't fire there, that could have been huge, because you know that bomb planter is going back to the site eventually, but the nerves got the better of him. I like to try. Right, if he takes that immediate kill, he probably dies to pop anyway. He's looking for everything, and great attempt, but it just doesn't go his way. 14-8, Sharks are running the board on this T side, and there's very little looking like it can stop them. 5 in a row.
And that is, they're filling up their glasses. No expressions here. Flash down, but Leo winning that fight. An advantage taken. And it is a very, very mad world right now in the server. Oh, they're going to try and run in circles around J&T. However,
nope.
He finds it hard to deal with. Finds it easy to take, however, in the head-to-head. 15 on the board. Match and series point here for the Sharks.
Yeah, I mean, when people run in circles, it's a pretty mad world, but right now, all normality, all order has been restored by the Sharks on this T side. It's been the case, you know, well, I say throughout this series, but maybe not in the second map, but you know, you have these competitive first halves, things are looking good. This was even the case yesterday, and then one team just sweeps that second. Sharks in control, but they're man down in the first kill of the round, going to Johnny Boy's AWP. There's 2 in play, 3 in play for the CT side. Quite the buy. Could this be a help or a hindrance, though? If we get into a retake position, a bomb plant on B, perhaps that could leave Isurus scrambling with these AWPs, but Reversive's holding down the line there with one of his on inner. Keiki doesn't need to rotate yet. There's been nothing going on B, and Reversive has got that info. Run boost on Ivy. Crossing over. Safe and secure. Noxie's back in CT spawn. Isurus very passive with this advantage, and why wouldn't they be? 8 Sharks come to them. We know this clock has been the undoing of both teams, but especially Sharks in this series already. Back out to A.
And I just, you know, I can't see it ending here, though. You know, I just can't. And for a couple different reasons, but one of them being that, well, obviously the numbers are just in the favor of Isurus right now. If there's one thing they need to do right, it's hold on to this map control, play the clock out, and then play the round out.
Simple as that.
Simple as that.
25 seconds. This push has to come in, and instead, Johnny Boy beats them on that peak, and he's in with the third. So that round there gets locked in for Isurus. 9 now on the board. And Sharks.
It's like I said, Harry. I mean, it's just obvious. You know, that round was just, it was not there. Maybe another time.
Yeah, I mean, you know, Isurus already had that AWP scoped up at B on the ramp, and no one ever pushed it off. No one ever crossed up in box halls. So as a result, the entire time, not only are you confident you can run 4 in that A site, but, you know, Reversive, he's hearing nothing, he's seeing nothing. Like, there's no reason to rotate anyone or to even be thinking about a B hit. And so Sharks got to give it another go. The money could bottom out soon. They've got a couple more buys left in them. Isurus still on the triple AWP, why not? They're going to push B. Keiki walking up aggressive. He's dropped the bomb with 2 as well. Massive opening kills for Isurus.
Hi, I'm Pringles.
And I'm Chips.
Wanna play?
Wanna lose?
Controllers. That round goes to me, I guess.
Yeah, okay, mister, I'm so funny today, but I've got this greasiness, you know?
No, I don't know. Pringles doesn't give you greasy hands. Ready now?
Yeah.
Well,
I can't.
that's 2-0 for me, I guess.
Off, and Keiki will stop another. Dear, oh dear, this round has come crumbling down.
Yeah, that's kinky from Keiki.
I'm right.
Not a bad look here. You go now, resident kink expert. Oh, maybe I was thinking skink, the lizards. Sorry.
Yeah, dude, I'm a bit of a lizard.
You're a lizard person.
Hey, I'm not going to confirm it, but no, I'm not a lizard person. Why would I tell you that?
Hugo and like Mark Zuckerberg are actually like from the same lizard group. Family name.
Hugo and the Lizards, that's my band name.
Yeah.
Hugo and the little lizards. Little Pimo and the lizards.
Little Pimo. Yeah.
Finding Pimo.
Oh,
what
man.
What is going on?
What an interesting timeline.
Yeah, interesting. That's one word for it.
Just run it back to us. You were at the beach, and...
No. Don't want to bring up old traumas.
Oh, my God.
Got enough going on as
Trace, you haven't been bit by a snake?
No, but I know you have.
Yeah, I have.
That's cool.
What's up?
All right.
Not quite a shark, though. Now, that would be a story.
Or a jellyfish. But
I was
hey,
talking about a weaverfish, man. Like, for real.
a weaver fish.
It's like a jellyfish, but in an actual fish shape.
What?
So a fake is what you mean. A poser.
Yeah, well, no, like, nah. Nah.
Still bit you.
But like, if you had to describe it in one word, what would you say?
Hell. Probably something like that. I probably felt the same way Lucan did after getting dropped by Noxie in the pop dog, aka the drop dog, because that's what Noxie's done here. And now this B play, looking to come in, but Keiki, something tells me, him and Johnny Boy, they're not just cool with having their site run down like this, and so they start to clean up shop. They put one on the board.
flash delays the push even more. There's 15 seconds, and this bomb isn't even going down yet, but everyone else is. And Johnny Boy arriving on the scene, in with 2, 11 on the board for Isurus, as they're looking to make this overtime happen. They said it couldn't be done. They said it wasn't going to happen. And yet here we are, 4 rounds away from it.
Yeah, the money's bottomed out as well. We were waiting for that point, right? Leo can drop an AK and we can get like a 4-gun buy and all things can be good. That's probably what they're working out right now. They're like, do we want the AWP or do we want to buy now and have one of our players suffer? Because that's perfectly versatile, perfectly viable, right? Tech 9 or Deeg and 4 AKs, that can get you over the line. Leo, he's at least going to buy up an AK at bare minimum because they have extra money. They can run a hero AK if they don't commit to the investment and still wait for that loss bonus that is indeed kicking up round after round. Isurus not letting go without a fight. They want to bring it to overtime and take us the distance in this series. The rounds that we deserve, I think, after we got them robbed of us back on Inferno. Bit of a dominant win for Isurus. And while this one isn't quite the same, they're looking to long out train.
Well, if there's one thing we're going to do, it's going to take this shark down to the Old Town Road.
Gonna swim till we can't no more.
Gonna ride this whale shark till we can't no more.
Two AKs, both of them in the yard right now. They've gotten past this util with limited damage, and the AWP back spotted by Suplex. He's got the player covering. This could all fall apart. An immediate triple entry from the two AKs, only a couple of guns, and they don't need any more than 2. Grouping up and trading weapons over, arming their friends, our Suplex, and now the AWP and AK on a retake to save this series. I did not think that was the round that it would all come crumbling down, but there might not be much they can do about it. Reversive on his own, spam through the smoke, down to 2, and it doesn't get any easier from here on out. Ladies and gentlemen, Sharks Esports, they take the win, 16-11. They close out the final map. No overtime here, no overtime.
Of 12, bringing you all of that action will be Harry Russell by himself. Take it away, Harry.
Yes, indeed. Thank you very much, Trace. And now over to me. Be ready, because it is just me for the next hour. And I'm looking forward to it as well. We have Trace chiming in occasionally with sound effects. Suplex out into the A site, but Reversive here, holding down the line, and just about actually is going to get bested by Leo Drunky. Exiting with another. That's Noxy removed, and oh dear. This A site now belongs to the Sharks, and that's the ones that are actually called Sharks, and not the ones whose logo is a shark.
How are you going to deal with that, Harry? As smoothly as you put it there?
Yeah, I think I did a good job, right? I think if I just say that every time to keep it clarified. Oh, look at this. Look at this from Johnny Boy. Oh, man. This is what I wanted to see, dude. 3 kills all of a sudden. So I tell you what, like, I've got a bit of an affinity for Johnny Boy just because, you know, I was there in, well, not actually there, like, in person, but I did a lot of the coverage for TWC back in 2016, which was the World Championships, that kind of, like, garbage tournament that fell apart, if everyone remembers.
Well, so Valor was there, so it was definitely a garbage tournament.
Yeah, I respect that, Trace.
Yeah, and so that's the thing, right? Like, he played there, obviously, with Team Argentina, as you would expect. And he was great, man. And then they came second place. They lost out in the grand finals to Turkey, if I remember correctly. And honestly, like, he was just... Man, in like the interviews afterwards and like how he was dealing with like his social media, I don't know, man. I think he captured the hearts of a lot of people, and so it's great to see him here performing, like already getting it, like hitting the ground running to begin this pistol round.
He captures some minds in that pistol, right? 3 kills coming in on the retake, and Isurus out of nowhere pick up the pistol round. Flash outside. It's just Deeks for Sharks. What a full investment. Trace, anyone else you want to ruin? Anyone else you want to shout out?
I don't normally, you know, kind of come off the hinges like that, but that one just really flew off the tongue.
No, man, I feel you. Well, look at this. We got Exit. He's got a Deagle.
Which is what a Valor did. Exited.
Yes! Yes, of course. Here's Reversive over here in Everton.
Yeah, this is already derailed.
Yeah, it's already a great show, man. And I think we could just wrap it up here. Isurus, they've done it. They've taken this series. That's all from us. Good night.
And, okay, no, I don't think so, but we can keeping our eyes peeled. I mean, coming into this one, Hugo, who did you pick?
I didn't pick anyone, Trace.
Well, now you get to pick someone. So.
Well, I mean, I'm going to go with Sharks, right? Like, that's the expected result. But if anything, if Isurus have been doing their homework, they recently lost this series. So we always say it's a bit of a go-to. If you lose a series, you have more to gain than if you won a series, right? In terms of learning and improving and fixing the problems that happened in that match.
Yeah, I don't get it. We lose every series, and yet we can't seem to fix our problems.
Yeah, I mean...
Between you two, that's, you know, kind of ridiculous considering how close you are.
Sort out, Harry, honestly. That's what I got to say.
Projecting again? Okay. So here we go. Look at this. We got that second round locked in for Isurus, like we all expected, and now we have the AKs out for Sharks. Now that's the team called Shark. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not doing that again. There's a smoke down in Squeaky to deny this early push because they did blow it open with the nade.
Look how far Deco's
gone all the way outside, man. He's like in the back line. And he stopped at like the perfect timing as well. They are holding, right? So if he goes any further forward, that's a real problem. But look at Johnny Boy. Hidden in this smoke, he goes through and he sees Leo Drunky, and then he just gets out of there, and somehow it's Noxy to die. I don't know how that happens, but it does, and we're into this 4-on-4.
Smoke's about to fade soon, and Sharks, they are about to walk up towards this A site. Johnny's going to refresh it. Player drop down the vents into B. Outside control is not there for Isurus, and so they're scared of a secret wrap. AK has to be ready for hell as well, but no one's gone yard for Sharks. They're still waiting inside of the lobby. A bit of a push for Reversive could cost them everything as the AKs are patient. One, but only one, as Johnny trades things out and gets away into the A bomb site. Suplex going to chase him down, and a quick kill to net Sharks A. They've forgotten the bomb. They need to go back for that, but once they do, this site is theirs. Falling out of heaven is Keiki. Is he not convinced this is an A play? He's going to start to push wrap. He could wrap lobby, but it's all up to Deco right now.
What can he do? UMP in a dream, but he's only good for one. And so for Keiki, he's got a long rotation ahead of him. But look at that smile. That there is a winning clutch smile. He's in this 1v2, and he's moving up into the heavens.
Psych, he thought.
Psych! It's Taco Tuesday!
Thanks for that, Trace.
Just a soundbite for you. Sorry.
Wednesday now. Keiki with one, though. He's got a kit. He's got plenty of time. And Suplex is hidden in the hut. The bomb not planted for him. That could be very favorable for Keiki if he gets a tap and forces Suplex to run out the hut. But no idea just yet. Makes the drop. Suplex hears that. Starts to move in. He's already sticking the bomb. He will fall. Nice aggressive play. Not waiting around for the tap. Just moves in off the sound of the drop into the site. Suplex will pick up Sharks their first round.
Also, while we're looking at South American CS, here is a tweet that came out.
Oh, yeah.
2 hours ago, so I am a little bit late to this one.
Is it the Lorem Ipsum tweet again?
No, it's from Furia coach Guerri. You ready for this?
Yeah.
After seeing the changes in some orgs, I decided to thoroughly study the format of 6 or more players, and I came to the conclusion that it is the future of CS.
Ooh.
With the support of Furia, we will implement it in the coming months. If you want to be at Furia, stay tuned, and we will bring news soon. So Furia's getting a 6-man roster.
Who are they getting?
I don't know, man.
Sounds like they're getting the AUG. Wait, did I hear that all thing wrong or what?
Yeah.
Sorry, sometimes words just escape me.
Yeah, man, that's chill, dude. Yeah. Words are always wriggling away, no matter how hard you try and pin them down. And this now, well, you know, we've got this investment in for the side of Isurus. They love a buy. But Johnny Boy, he's got the AWP. And that's what I'm excited to see. Where's he taking it? He's out here towards outside. I say here, like you guys know where I'm looking at, and you don't. And Leo, you don't know where they're looking at, but knocks him down the vent, chases them through it. Not able to follow up as Leo will trade that out. Exit is even holding for the lobby push. As that there is Deco dealt with. Keiki down here in the B site. MP9 in a dream.
Yes.
Great spot for it, but Sharks are taking their time, man. This could give time for Isrus to push lobby and go on that rotate. There's Keiki dropping the bomb. No one to trade. Sharks send the bomb out alone, and that is going to cost them as they try and hunt down this player. He's hunting them from the back. Leo Drunky gone in the window. Reversive catches exit, trying to assist on B, and even though Suplex plants, he won't get out alive. That's a weird one for Sharks, right? They're so patient, so aware that the B site could be contaminated, but when they actually commit to it, it's only 1 by 1, and they give away those fights to the MP9.
And the MP9 just gets 2, and that's all he really needs to do. The second kill on the guy in control room is just... That was it.
Yeah, I like the setup there for Sharks. It looked good initially, right? They had the lobby lurker and exit holding for aggression. They dropped Ven. They set up outside of B. But, yeah, just kind of ballsed it up there. So now back to Deagles. They're broken. Johnny Boy remains with the AWP. 8-1. Great start to this map right now. High expectations of him. Fast peek for Lucan. He won't get a shot connecting. And there's no util here for Sharks to do much with. So it's down to winning these fights. Keiki Rab with the re-smoke. 2 outside for Sharks, or at least looking in the yard, trying to keep players there. Isrus aren't exactly handing over any free kills. They're very passive positions. Johnny Boy coming from B can be flashed out as well if needed and stop anyone from crossing past red.
Well, that's the thing about this Johnny Boy, right? Even when he gets... Down, he will get back up again. They ain't ever gonna keep him down, right? And so Reversive is actually the man to open the round up. Johnny Boy's rotating around in through lower B, and Reversive and Deco just trying to hold down the line inside of this A site.
And they're a little ways away from too much danger. That there is the bomb dropped at the feet of Deco, and he's going to keep on pushing, trying to hunt down this kill. Suplex has gotten up into the heavens and is coming in on a bit of a nasty wrap round here. Timing's going to be everything. He's pretty quick to arrive, but Noxie was holding it.
He did not see that coming.
He actually did.
Oh, well.
He was holding for it. Oh, do you mean the guy who walked to his death?
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah, damn.
Come on now, Hugo.
Not the strongest start, but pretty good for Isurus, right? They're aware of that. If the players in lobby didn't die so early, maybe there would have been a chance on the heaven flank, but when it's a 5-on-1, everyone's watching their back. And back in again.
Rather watch your back in a 5-on-1 than a 1-on-5. Ain't that right, Hugo?
Exactly. Johnny's crossed Secret fast, and oh dear, they're so close to the smokes. He buys time for one, gonna fall off, and they're chasing him down. Can Johnny escape? He can. Molotov as well, and the smoke spam not only slows, but does damage alongside Sharks. The bomb spotted it lower, and we might see rotations off the back of that already. Keiki's coming for support, but Sharks might back up into the A site, try and take this yard control once again. They've still got Lucan waiting inside a lobby. Stalemate here. The Sharks wait for a mistake. There's only one on the A site right now. That's such a tantalizing prospect, but Noxie is obviously stopping anyone in secret crossing towards main from the back of garage, so not a lot of free real estate here for Sharks. They might just want to duck dive and hit this B bomb site once again, but that re-smoke is so annoying. Not only stalling them off another 15 seconds, but now making them consider the alternative and go back up the stairs. Lucan looking for the ramp pick. He needs this kill. They're already a man down, but he gets put to 4 and backs up into the lobby. This goes from bad to worse for Sharks.
No, JNT and the rest of the gang moving in towards main. I'm going to clear the garage first. Noxie actually deals with exit, the guy he wasn't even aiming for. He just falls in the background from a stray bullet. And now Deco, still a threat inside of the A site. The rotations. Wow. Johnny Boy runs through the Molotov at the vent and lives somehow 3 HP to put a 5th on the board for Isurus. Now, while we were in the green room, obviously, earlier, we were talking about our predictions.
So glad
I said Isurus.
Yeah.
You did not, Hugo. You picked Sharks. I remember we had a big debate about it. I don't know who Trace picked.
I pleaded the 5th.
Yeah, that's always the safer move to make, I think. Predictions have not gone well for us this season. Do they ever?
I wonder why that is. And well, now...
You guys should read the rules and terms.
Whoop, dearie me, the nades have done a lot. And well, the guns, they're going to follow up, aren't they? As they often do. You know that old saying, Hugo? Once you've seen the nades, beware the guns.
Yeah, what? Can you elaborate on that one, just in case anyone at home has any questions?
Yeah, it's like an old school UK saying. Hugo always goes on about it, man, whenever we play those anti-eco rounds. How would you explain it to like your average Joe?
When nades are flying, sometimes guns are buying, and that's all you've really got to worry about, right? They come hand in hand together. You know, ecos. You don't get nades on ecos. Don't be silly.
I mean, you could if you prefer to go.
No, don't be silly, Trace.
Oh.
Tech 9 only, maybe a bit of Kev, maybe a Zeus, and that's about where I draw the line.
Exactly, man. And that's what it's all about, right? Drawing that line.
Yes, in the sand, as we watch it shift away. At a 6-1 scoreline for Isurus.
Yeah, Isurus are marking their territory, man. They're drawing the line right in front of T-Spawn because Sharks aren't getting any room. Look at this push again. Johnny Boy up on the ramp side with the AWP. Keiki alongside him. This is a dangerous duo, and it's about to bite back. Sharks don't know what's about to hit them. Johnny Boy, there's one, and he sees nades getting lined up as well, calling to watch out on that A-bomb site. There could be many more, and in fact there are. Deco doesn't want to wait around, though. He's pushed inside of the hut, and he's got Lucan as well. This is going great for Isurus, but a trade finally found. Still a nade dropped, and that smoke blooms as Deco dies, and so it's not like Sharks have an opener into the A site. Meanwhile, there's more W holding going on. Isurus are flanking yard, and this couldn't get much better for them because no one's even considering it right now. Sneaky, sneaky Noxie. Smokes in towards A for Sharks, and they're walking into a bit of a stack.
Oh, and the flank comes in. Noxie actually only good for 1. for a little bit more here, and Exit kind of keep things in the advantage of Sharks. I say advantage, right? He's got it back into a 2-on-2, but they have secured the A-bomb site. And so now getting that bomb down, you'd love to see it. Here's the lobby flank from Johnny Boy. Ooh, not going to live to tell the tale. Exit is on for the ace.
Ooh,
he's on 1 HP. Is it the 1 HP ace? Oh, the volley. Oh, this way. How's he still going? What's he made out of?
3 HP on 2 players right now. He can wallbang out the guy at the back of the site.
And with the flash. Hell with it. Only YOLO once. You're right. There isn't much time. He's got to make his move now. He does spot the player here in sight. Will it matter, though? Taps the bomb. Exits creeping through a smoke, and there's just no time for this. All the silly games. And you win silly prizes.
Yeah, great round for Exit, though. And, you know, nice try for Keiki on the retake there. Isras, they just love pushing and pushing and pushing, even when maybe it's not the right call to make. I like that aggression, though. They get in the back line. They do a lot of damage. The Sharks, impressive enough that they even get out A, right? It's off the back of Exit's double opener that gives them the bomb plant.
I mean, I'm really digging the bow tie in the bottom.
Suave.
I was going to say swag, but suave is kind of like the older version of swag. So.
Yeah. For us fine folk. Heavy sarcasm implied as you hold down your cough button to laugh.
Yes!
Well, I don't know what you're talking about, man. You're always projecting over there.
Clearly.
Well, we did have a little bit of a timeout, and now is the time to tell you all something very, very important. So I hope that you have your Twitters open. Use the hashtag ESL Pro League to go ahead and get some tweets in. Tell us what you're thinking. Tell us what you think about Hugo, Byron, or Harry, Russell, or the matchup at hand.
But no other 3 topics. Those are the only 3 topics allowed.
That's all we want. Or dog picks. Those are also acceptable.
Ooh, that is not going well for you, JNT. Trying to run down the vent.
The ladder, man.
Unfortunate turn of events.
JNT needs a G&T after that one, man. He's dropped out of the round right away.
I think Leo took them all.
He does seem a bit drunky.
I love that explanation. Just how
straight up,
like,
yeah.
just like,
he likes drinking.
He
not
just
a lot.
likes drinking, but like not too. But immediately realizes that what he said doesn't sound great. It's like no, but not like loads. Just he likes it.
He's just a fun guy. Likes to have a drink every now and then.
How much is too much? Less than that, but enough to be fun.
Yeah.
Flashing through the rafters, they're going to run out the door. Psych, they're not. They get smoked. Isris's utility has been so good. Dropping at well-timed times is one way to say that.
Well-timed times.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's no good times like the best times, right? And that's the case for Johnny Boy here, who's darting that AWP over towards heaven, and he's looking to get stuck in to this round.
I mean, we sing the songs that remind us of the happy times.
Yeah.
Sing the songs that remind us of the better times.
It looks like they've bailed from their strategy.
Johnny Boy.
Oh, I missed that one.
Yeah, I never traced.
Right in the server, the Johnny Boy.
That was the joke I just made, and you said the wrong lyrics. That's the only reason I didn't go along with it.
You can't prove any of that.
Not happy time.
This is not how Sharks wanted this round to go. It's completely fallen apart. They're going to late flash into the site. Not rafters. Limited utility anyway. They need the entries, and Suplex has got them. Reverse at the back of the site, putting up 1. But Luke and Leo, Suplex, everyone joins the fray. There's only a few seconds left up. Suplex needs the bomb plant. That will be allowed. Keiki can rush him, but he's too far away to stop it, you think. And yeah, he does get the kill. But right as Suplex tries to bound out of there, that's always a hard one for Suplex, right? Because you don't want to get off the bomb at the last second when you hear the footsteps, only for Keiki to be baiting and, run back, fake feet. And it's not the case. He just runs in, gets the kill, wins the round, saves the AWP in heaven, does the dance, does the Tord and nuke, and a free defuse and a round for Isris.
Interesting.
I like that though. I like the run all the way from A to
like a victory lap.
Yeah, that's cool, and a good little note for the money as well. Now that AWP gets to stay in the hands of Johnny Boy.
Ooh, Johnny Boy.
Why does it sound like eerily in the background? It's like a slowed down version.
Well, it's just like.
dear.
Speaking of which, down the vents we go. It's going to be through the Molotov, too. I don't think so.
No.
I'm pretty sure that's...
No, that's a lobby player.
Yeah.
Lucan, get out of there, man. Low HP. Noxy, he jumps, but he sees nothing. He misses the timing. Two have already crossed. Even though he's got a kill, this could be dangerous for Isurus, who don't have the information. Glass getting broken will give it away, though. Sharks have come to play, and they're here in the radio, trapped. Last time they entered B, they did it 1 by 1. They lost the round off the back of that. They need to be trading here, coming into the B bomb site. Keiki with a crossfire to his teammate. Still players working outside. That's a great entry. Suplex can't double down, though, to trade for Noxy. Nice stuff, keeping Isurus a man up.
And now, right, they try and send players in towards A. But that's where Deco lies in wait. This bomb still discovered down here towards B, so they know that if they're able to deal with it, right, there's a chance to just end the round here and now. And honestly, with this bomb now going down, there's a chance that Leo just dies down in this B site, and the defuse could just come in right now. Lucan trying to rotate in. 1v3.
Lucan!
A lot to do, and he needs to do something, yeah, kind of unrealistic there. So it's 8 on the board for Isurus, and that B take kind of falls apart for the Sharks.
Wasn't really meant to be, it feels like.
No, man, not one bit. Like that was like a little bit of a sad ending to that round, right? They get down, they manage to get past Noxy, holding from the jump spot. And then nothing really mobilizes, like nothing really happens past that point. They're not given any of the fights they're looking for. These players that were lurking up on A just kind of die, and then they leave them in like an even worse spot, right?
A lot of the game plan for Sharks you can see, but it's not always materializing right, and because sometimes your strategy
like
depends on
the pieces in the right place, but like the right idea, but it's just like it's a shame that the results aren't in the round, you know, like the things that they're banking on happening just aren't happening.
Exactly, right? If you're running a certain strategy or default, you need X player to get X kill to make this happen, to give you that room, and Isurus are doing a very good job of combating that by being aggressive and by pushing Sharks when they're lining up utility, as well as great util of their own, right? They've timed these smokes very well. 8-2, Isurus in control of this map right now, and it's the pick of Sharks to start the series, so all the more valuable for Isurus right now. On this CT side, though, somewhat what you expect. Sharks back to lobby. They've got to buy Glils, AKs, but loads of grenades. When they go towards the ramp room, it's a position they haven't really checked out all too much. Heaven Molotov being lined up by Luke, and J&T holding for an outside push. There have been players aggressive in the yard before, and so good reason to be wary.
He's getting lined up for Heaven.
Heck was that?
Dude, I don't know. I think their studio's haunted or something.
I just thought there was just some new sound effect they added if you trigger it on top of the roof, but
maybe that's what it is, to be fair. Valve are always doing that, right? Like making little subtle changes and doing stuff in the game. Oh, wait, no, they're not. Reversive here, holding down the A-side push, but Exit trades that out. However, Deco, he's sitting and waiting. He's having a grand old time on top of the hub. That is until Suplex moves on in. Deals with them. This lobby flank is in for Keiki and Johnny Boy. The bomb now down. And they've spotted one. They still don't know about Johnny Boy, but he's been scoping in and out like a madman. So I think they're expecting this second player here. Johnny Boy into Lucan. Keiki in through Squeaky and dealt with by J&T.
Yeah, man, Suplex has looked really, really good at these opening kills as well. Like, Opino said in that interview that this guy...
touch the claws that hurt you back. Falling down, you get back up. 'Cause you are own, and you're breaking through your rivals till they know you're a warrior. Walk through fire, try to keep your eyes closed. 'Cause you want a lion silver for your own. Don't take liars when they're superimposed. 'Cause they wanna raid your dreams when you're alone. Falling down, you get back up. 'Cause you are own, and you're breaking through your rivals till they know you're a warrior.
Young talent joining the team, and right now showing up, getting all these entry kills, getting Sharks into the bomb sites, and it finds them a third, right? This might be a bit of a slow start to the half, but they can surely recover now with the money broken from Issaros. Sharks looking to build, and Issaros looking to tear it all down. Deegs and 5-7's out.
Lucan doesn't know about Keiki. Oh, this is weird. This doesn't normally happen like this. Oh, I really don't like it. Keiki is so patient as well. Like, so many players would have just wide swung this angle by now, but he's just waiting. He's still got that element of surprise. I can watch this all day.
And you will.
Who peaks first? Lucan. Oh no! Oh, he makes noise, but no, and it was for that. Well,
Yeah.
4 on the board for Sharks. Keiki had a very, very slim chance there. He played that to perfection. It's a bit of a shame that none of the shots connect for him, right? Because truthfully, like, that was a lot of patience. He sits in that corner for a whole minute, just waiting.
Just bored, really.
That's 60 whole seconds. Hugo, what's that in milliseconds?
Quite a few, Harry.
Let me just do some quick
He's
calculations.
going to
here.
work that out for us. It's all good.
As every 60 seconds, a minute passes.
Trace can be our minute man.
It's 60,000 milliseconds just to be, you know,
Makes sense.
upfront with you
Yeah,
guys.
I'm embarrassed that we had to even work it out at all, thinking about it, right?
God. Wow, Johnny boy.
Johnny boy. Oh, no.
Getting a bit aggressive here at Issaros, right? They've been very, very used to finding this success. And, you know, you keep digging, like, some point, maybe you find gold, but then you keep digging past that, and eventually
Fall
maybe there's
into the
not any
center of the
gold
earth.
anymore. Yeah. And it's real cold in there, man. If
That's
I know
what they
anything
say.
about it.
Yeah.
Because the deeper down you go, colder it gets.
Yeah, heat rises, man. Oh, Keiki, he's off to trot. He's got a kill in the lobby. Spam is good, but the jump is better. Deco at 1, and it's bought time for Reversive to back the hell out of there. And he will, dropping a smoke in the hut. Still that ramp aggression for Keiki. JNT, great control outside, but Noxie's on his flank. He's on patrol right now, and he's read him like a book. JNT getting dropped, and now Issaros back up in control of this round. Sharks have to bail themselves out. They could drop down the vent. There's not really anyone in the way to stop that. Keiki gets spotted at ramp and drops the highest flash in the room, bounces back to the ground. Noxie's come for support, and they're not going to push out through it. Sharks again denied by the utility at 25 seconds. Oh boy, they've got to go somewhere, and they've got to go there fast. Reversive is the only man on A. But as said, this vent drop, it's been an open opportunity all round long. Sharks, they've got to go. They're wasting so much time. 13 seconds, the ramp flank comes in. They're that confident the Sharks are pushing, and well, they were wrong in some way. Suplex needs the kill, and he's got no time for it. That felt very delayed for Sharks. Some of the on-the-fly decision-making seems to be taking a toll for the worst. Struggling to come up with a call on the fly when their plan goes wrong.
Happens to the best of them.
And this is a really good performance right now from Isurus. Like, I'm really liking what we're seeing, right? The aggression, yeah, sometimes it goes a little too far. But hey, you know, you're 9-4 up, right? Like, you're doing something right. And then, you know, yeah, maybe you get a bit too big for your boots in some of these rounds. It's, oh, that's weird. Noxie doesn't realize either. Suplex is like in the sight, wrecking his teammates, and now it's all falling apart here. That there was a very awkward round, and it's all left onto Keiki.
Yeah, you've got to look at the speed which Sharks decided to take upper, and that was the sheer decision maker.
Yeah, Noxie, man, how does he not realize? How does he not hear players dropping off May next to him? He's like looking at the red smoke and gets shot in the side of the head, while Sharks, meanwhile, are entering into that A-bomb site. Very strange. Definitely should have been a reaction, but the calls were probably flying high, lots of utility going down as well, and so a loud round. They won't get allowed in that round. Up to 5 for Sharks.
So wait, that was an allowed round in a loud round.
Somewhere in the middle between those two things.
Ah, yes.
Oh, ooh, I thought it was Keiki going down. No, he gets JNT on the way out. That's a good kill. It's not going to be all too damaging to Sharks. They can still buy up for the last round of the half, but Isurus needed that gunman. They are broke right now, and so every save, every weapon counts. And I only count 1. They're going to buy around it, put what they can in, looking for the 10-round half. But Sharks, they've warmed up into this one, right? It may have been a slow start, but, you know, as the midnight oil burns, they build.
Ah, the old saying.
Yes.
What Hugo just said is the old saying. As the midnight oil burns, it builds. And here's Leo trying to go outside, but he runs into Noxie, kind of. Like, not that he ever knows it. Johnny Boy with the scout as well. Why did he just kill them through? That's a rough start to the round for Sharks, isn't it? Down to this 3-on-5 immediately. They try and go fast outside, and it does not work to their advantage. Lucan trying to get in. Deco's been very, very good on top of this hut, and he's not faltering in this round. So to round out the half, it lies on JNT and Exit in a 2-on-5. And with Lobby being taken over by Isurus, this really complicates matters now. Because either you just got to run the gauntlet into secret, or you have to go back and clear out the lobby that Isurus currently hold. Like, this is a very, very rough spot to be in. And you are relying on Isurus overplaying their hand here in what was a 5-on-2.
Yeah, 1 tap outside, but that's not going to stop Isurus in their tracks. They're not going to hesitate at all as they continue to push on the flank. Deco gets spotted, but he's at least put the seed of doubt, the scare in the brain of Sharks, who now just have to hold W and hope for the best as they run towards B.
Yep, we're going to encounter some grenades along the way. Exit will be the first one to enter, ironically, reversive. Well, that's not really an option here for Sharks. They can't really turn around and tuck tail. This is the last round of the half. They have to go for it here.
Ooh.
And they're going to swing towards these vents. Gamble that they can go in the upper site with just 10 seconds left on the clock. Surely this turns into chaos sooner rather than later. Joni stops the bomb. Exit is also going to get stopped by a scout, and that's it. Very lackluster last round of the half, but don't you worry, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be back with more action after this break.
Let your life slide away. day of victory, time for history. Reverse the tendency, fight the entropy, channel your rivalry. You're praying for fortune to come.